How'd you do?
It is Sunday, and it is time for a tournament final table here on TCH Live. I'm William Lottie, the New York Knit. I've got Uncle T alongside me this evening. This feels right. We're doing a Sunday final table stream again in Austin. It's been too damn long.
I've never seen somebody so enthusiastic about working on a Sunday.
This is nostalgia for me. This is where it began for me in the booth.
Yeah,
The Sunday final table. We used to do one of these every week.
Yeah, I used to have Sunday, and now we got it back, and we'll be here every Sunday from here on out.
I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to some no limit 2-7 single draw, which is what we're playing today. We have 7 players left, and we have 5 getting paid. I'll put the payouts up real quick for you. We're playing for $3,750 for first place. Fifth place gets $895. We're not in the money yet.
No.
We get to have a bubble on stream, and we
Unique
got to have
for a final table. We usually have all the places getting paid.
Yeah, we got a slight amount of overlay too. You see that price pool exactly $10,000.
Yep.
Came up just short of that guarantee.
3 people short,
Which is all the better for these players. A little extra money, compliments of TCH Social Austin. We see AA Ron. You hear him every Tuesday on our Dallas shows as our chip leader right now. We see some familiar faces. Bridles, you saw him on this final table during the series in July. I forget what we called it, the summer series.
Yep.
We got Mike in there. We got Dino. We saw him get deep last time.
Yep.
And we've got
mixed game player.
yeah, we got Scoop Folding.
By the way, that person in C3 is cerebral. It looks like Sire Brawl, but it is cerebral.
So noted. And we have Mike coming out of the gate with a 7 draw. This is a monster hands.
Yeah, a couple of blocker twos.
Yeah, even has the bonus deuce.
Yeah.
Makes it 22K. Our blinds are not correct on the screen right now. I imagine we're playing 3-6-9. 3,000 small, 6,000 big, 9,000 big blind Danny. And Mike raises and takes it, and he wins more than 400 chips. He wins, what did I say, 18,000 chips?
Yeah, ignore the blinds up in the upper right corner. That is not correct.
Yeah, should be 3-6-9.
Otherwise, we're going to be here a while.
Yeah, we're going to have to get the 100 chips back out there. So in No Mitsusa 7, the big blinds Annie is the small blind plus the big blinds. That's because there's only 2 streets, so you got to build a pot a little bit quicker. So we use that bigger Annie. That's common throughout the poker industry. You see the same thing if you play No Limit 5-card draw as well.
Tell the internet about yourself.
I'm good.
I'm only seeing 6 names.
I
No,
see
there's
7
Yeah.
names.
Sorry, East Texas school system. I had to take my shoe off to count there.
You're counting from 0. That's all.
Yeah, there you go. 0's not even a thing.
And we got the cards coming out. 5 cards for each player. It's like 5-card draw, except we flip the hand rankings upside down. A royal flush is now the worst hand. The best hand is 7-5-4-3-2 with no flush. Aces always play high. Straights and flushes do count against you. And we've got RK with a rough jack, but this is a made jack. And would be a small favorite against the draw 1, but from early position, I expect that to be folding a lot. And I think we're still getting the graphics right. I see no cards in front of RK. I think he's actually folded already, which wouldn't surprise me.
Nope.
Perfectly reasonable fold. RK is the reason I'm in here and not out there.
Me too. He knocked me out as well.
Yeah, so there is the fold. Yeah, so things were looking good, and Brettles, a familiar face from the summer series, as Ben mentioned in chat. Yeah, he knows what he's doing in these mixed games. I've done battle with him. I've done battle with Ben as well. And Brettles with a 9 draw makes it 15. They got the blinds right. Looks like it's actually 2-4-6. We're not at 3-6-9 yet. 2-4-6.
Oh my God, he actually got another 4.
And raises and takes it.
Yeah, somebody in the chat rooting for Brett.
Yep.
Who I got to meet. Great guy.
6-9.
Yeah, so things were going good for me until I had a pad 8 and Rahul drew 1, and he made a 7. That was most of my chips.
That's how I got knocked out by Rahul. He hit a bingo card. I drew none.
Yeah.
I had a pat 10.
Yeah, and then he finished me off when I shoved a jack, and he called, and he drew 1, and he made something better than a jack. So, that's just how it is sometimes. And you got to run good at the right moments. And I got a lot of those chips with a Pat 8 against Pat 9, which is a pretty big cooler.
I mean, I would have paid it if I
And
busted.
getting shuffled. Okay, now we do have 369 blinds on the screen. So, yeah, I was right. I remembered.
Yep. Yeah, our table was crazy at the beginning. I don't know about yours, but I faced 3 and 4 draws all the time.
I didn't
especially
see
on
too much of
blinds.
that. I didn't see too much
No,
of that
your
myself,
table,
but-
I could tell you guys were all very serious. Not so much my table. And Brett
Yeah.
is,
Good
I
luck, all
believe
that.
that,
Thank you.
Brett's the only person from my table. No, I take it back. Seat 6 is.
Yeah, so
I guess that'd be technically.
that's going to be
so are
Scoop.
kings and queens.
Yeah,
So
it's
the
seat
numbers that
8,
you
yeah.
see here are the scanner numbers on the table. We play 7-handed,
win with it.
and oh my God, Mike with a Pat 8.
Oh my gosh.
This
This
is
is Mike at his best here. Let's see how he extracts a little value here. He is
I-
under the gun, early position.
I think he makes his normal open. Can't raise any alarm bells. You're going to be happy if you get re-raised here. This is a hand that can play for stacks very, very happily.
Oh, and a jam-a-rolla
We do.
by
and,
Cerebral.
we got to wait for the graphics to catch up. Cerebral was our short stack. So, yeah, 18 from Mike. So 3x the big blind, perfectly
he's got
fine.
he's got 8, 7,
He-
5.
he's got an 8 draw.
Oh, he's got the 3. Yeah.
He is just barely live. He's drawing the 8-7-5. He is just barely live against
And a
8-7-6.
pat.
And so Mike's going to stand pat.
He needs a 2 or a 4. That's it.
I'm not
Cerebral
sure
going
which
to
suit
draw.
to get rid
That's right. He needs a
of.
deuce
I'll
or
get
a
rid
4.
of
He's going to show that he's pitching the 3. Doesn't matter at this point. There's no further action.
Wow. Just
What do I gotta
walked into that. Look at him. He just
Oh my god.
Brutal
shaking
cooler.
his head.
This
He
is
knows.
usually a lot more live than it is.
Yeah.
I need a deuce. I need a 4 or
But
deuce.
Mike has a deuce and a 4, the 2 cards he needs, so he's drawing extremely thin.
I'd say it was fun, but it wasn't really.
The
that
internet knows, and it looks like he doesn't have the card that he needs. It looks like he's made a pair of 5s, which is going to send him out in 7th place.
Bink.
And so we are now on the bubble.
Yep.
Next player out gets nothing. Everyone else locks
Well,
up
they get some TV
$895.
time.
They
They
get
get some
that.
YouTube time.
That's
That's what?
They become internet famous. That's true. That's the best kind of famous.
It is going to take a.
And if you want to help make these players internet famous, go ahead and hit that like button if you like this deuce to 7.
Pretty good.
And yeah, this is a fun game. This is my favorite game, probably. This or triple draw.
Barely an 8, but whatever.
I love
It was a
this,
bad
and I'm
eight.
so glad we get to share this with all of you.
Yeah, this is kind of fun for us. I mean, we call a lot of Hold'em tournaments to get to. And again, we're gonna, next week is going to be a little different because we're going to have a 100K no limit Hold'em tournament on Sunday, but we are having a Big O tournament that day. Starting the month after that, we'll be live streaming all of these. Starting with Deuce to 7 the first Sunday, Big O followed by PLO, followed by the Showdown at the Capitol. All of these will be live streamed. So join us if you like your mixed games.
We have Aaron with the draw that is actually pretty lousy. He is going to go ahead and open. So 6-5-4-3 is an open-ended straight draw. Straights are not good in this game. The bonus 3 does make it slightly less likely that an opponent has something. That said, Dino does have a 7 draw, which is the opposite of nothing. It is very much something. And Dino going to go ahead and move all in for 110,000, which is about half of what Aaron's got. Scoop with the draw 2. This is going to become an easy fold. With this much action, the most you ever want to draw is 1. It's pretty uncommon to proceed with a draw 2 anyway. It's going to fold back to Aaron. I expect this to fold. It does because the open ender is pretty bad. If he catches a deuce or a 7, he loses.
Yeah.
That's it. He just plain loses.
Mike actually had a Pat 10-9. He actually was ahead there. But, of course, that's difficult to play with for all of your chips.
That's way too much heat because
Yeah.
Aaron could still have it.
That's where I think Dean excels. Dean has a mixed game here at TCH Austin. And that's where I think he excels.
Yeah, and a 7 draw is perfectly fine to get in with. Alan Pichatello, great to see you.
Well,
It's like old times. Alan was in this chat every Sunday back in the day.
well, he's been waiting all this time for us to show back up on Sunday.
Yeah,
I
we
guess.
showed up on a Sunday again. Let's see if we can get any of the other Sunday regs to show themselves like, wait, they're on Sundays again? every Sunday.
That was their happy place.
Very happy place it is. If you didn't catch the tease before, like we got PLO in a couple weeks on this program.
I'm
I know
looking
you're a
forward to
PLO guy, Alan.
Yeah. I'm
Aaron-
looking forward to that one a lot. That'll be Sam and I believe.
Aaron
Let's
getting
see.
back on the horse, raising it up with the 10 draw.
I expect to see you on that final table, Lottie.
Well, first I have to play that tournament, see if the schedule allows for that. One step at a time. First, you got to play the tournament. And Brettles with a hand that could consider defending big blinds. 5-3 deuce, the draw, so he'll be drawing 2. And as a result, Aaron's going to be able to bet him a little bit wider post draw. We see the draw 2. We see the 1 from Aaron. Yeah, this tournament did overweigh slightly, Ben.
Just 3 players, just
One
$750.
open day.
He needs to leave at like 10 or 11.
Brett catches what
The other days
cards?
he plays in other games and stuff. So.
He's scanning them.
He has a home game that he plays.
He's scanning all the cards. Check, check.
If he plays
I
in
think
that game,
Aaron's
I'll
caught a
go
paint
to
card.
games Sunday.
Yeah, so Aaron's caught a paint card of some kind, and that was good enough to beat Brettles, apparently. Yeah, the
A little bit of a lag.
graphics just glitching a little bit. Sorry about that. As we remain on the bubble here, I do think we're going to see a little bit more caution as we do have the bubble. This is the biggest pay jump that you're going to see for a while.
Yeah.
You're going to go from 0 buy-ins back to almost 3 buy-ins back. 895 is the next
And
payout.
you can see that our blinds have caught up with this. So up in the top right corner, if you don't know the blinds, it's 3,000 small blind, 6,000 big blind, and 9,000 ante.
Yeah, so nobody in super panic mode yet. We do have a few orbits for RK to pick something up.
Never mind. I was like,
I think a lot of these other players are going to wait to see what happens with RK.
thought I did.
Oh, sorry.
Dean with 3 threes. Yeah, single draw. No limit 2 to 7 single draw. That's right. 5 cards, betting rounds, drawing rounds, betting rounds, showdown. That's simple. Dean does open it up. He's got the draw 2. He does have blockers as well with those 3s.
Fold and fold.
We see a bunch of draw 2s make the fold. We see Dean get it through. So Dean chipping up a bit.
Lucky Dean.
Every blind steal is worth 18,000 chips right now.
Yeah, that's not
That's a
bad.
lot.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, tonight's game is going to be badass. Well, hopefully.
Dean's
Yeah,
going
let's
to put
see if
those
those
chips right back
defenses
in as he is
run
now
the
the big
show or not.
blinds.
I'd rather see the offense.
That's why I enjoy
I mean,
stealing
I
the
think
blinds
it should just be a
under
good
the
back and
gun.
forth game.
I got
You're
Josh
like,
Allen
nah,
on
didn't
my
dent me in the
fantasy
next-
team, so
Yeah.
I want him to go
Next
crazy.
hand.
I've got Lamar on one of mine, yeah.
Aaron talking a little
I need
fantasy
him to connect
football.
with Zay Flowers a lot.
Yeah,
tonight.
we were standing outside talking about that.
Yeah, I'm probably
Could
losing.
happen.
I'm in a league with Aaron. I'm probably losing this week. I have the Baltimore kicker. I'm up 9 points. My opponent has the Baltimore defense and Josh Allen.
No,
That's going to be a problem.
I'm not
that's
used to it.
interesting.
Going to need a lot of Baltimore field goals, and ideally a lot of Buffalo
Second
field
time.
goals. And Baltimore gives up points, but Allen doesn't do a lot.
13,000.
Maybe some rushing touchdowns. And Mike with an 8 draw 1 to an 8, considerably stronger than Scoop's draw 2 to an 8. So Mike going to continue. He calls the 13,000s. Brett's rough 10 draw gets out of the way. Aaron with a draw 2 in the small blind, draw 2 to a wheel with a 7 blocker, does decide to make the call. Dean's going to have to get out of here. And to the drawing rounds we go. I think there's a lot of room to block here.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you if you agree with that. I think in
That's most of
position,
it.
it's a great bluffing game. You just got to. It's so positional.
Yeah,
you're,
we'll definitely
you're
see
in the
some-
cutoff, or you're on the button. You get to see what people are drawing to.
Okay, so Here come the draws. Aaron drawing 2. Scoop presumably drawing 2, and Mike drawing 1. Now, I see the discard sitting on the felt. And I think we're just trying to get these scans. We don't actually know what anybody has. Checks over to Mike, who had the best draw.
Check.
Let's see. That's a 35K bet.
35,000.
About 2/3 pot. Whether this is for value or this is a bluff, I don't know yet.
Mm-hmm. Playing in the dark.
Aaron does make the call. Scoop folds.
Big hand brewing.
Showdown.
86. Nice hand, Mike.
Mike has apparently made the 86. Yes, he caught gin. He caught the 4. So the best card he could catch, 86432. That's the 6th
He's still making
nuts.
8.
Six nuts.
Number 6.
Scanner again?
I mean, if you had to pick one hand to play and it was just
Yeah,
an 8
so
every time, that'd be all right.
so with no limit deuce, you got a couple of ways to go with bluffing. So one would be to snow, which is where you're aggressive before the draw. Then you stand pat with a hand that's not actually good, and then you bet river, with the hope that they fold. You could also just bluff after the draw as well. You could represent that you made your hands, or you could attack perceived weakness. And this is very much a look him in the eye type of a game. This is a make a read type of a game since we don't have any up card
Needs face
information.
cards. I've got them over here. All of them.
Yeah, on the hand I went against RK against it. I thought for sure it was a snow.
So Mike with the chip lead now. Mike with about 1/3 of the chips in play. 1.1 million chips in play tonight. Going to open his 7-6 deuce.
Raise to 20,000. Of these players, probably I'd say Mike and Dean are going to have the widest ranges pre-draw,
Mike going to take it.
especially in position.
Mike with the chip lead does get to do some bullying here.
Yeah, he does.
MMA and Car Addict doing great. Hope you're doing well. All right. Got a quick look at these chip counts again. Again, we are on the bubble. 6th place gets 0. 5th place gets 895. Playing for 3750 up top this evening.
Not bad.
Really? Where'd you go to high school? St. Thomas.
I think we got the position slightly off on the graphics. RK is the big blinds, not the under the gun. Regardless of position, that hand is not very good. I don't think we'll be seeing him play that.
Yeah, but I was magnet.
Here we see Brett having the fold an open ender. That's either fold or snow. An open ender and a pair. You could actually play that as a snow. Now, Dean with a convertible jack, as we call it. So Jack 9-8 deuce. This is a made jack.
Yeah.
He also does have the option to break the jack. He can discard the jack and draw to a 9.
Which is critical. He's got the button, so he
Yeah,
gets
in
to
position.
see everybody else draw their cards, which means that he can make a decision based off what they do. If somebody else stands pat,
Then we have an easy break.
yeah,
But
he
it's not
can
going
break
to come
that
to
jack.
that. I don't think it's going to come to that. It does not come to that. Dean's raise just gets through. We don't have to worry about doing the opposite of the other player, which is what you do with a convertible jack. As you said, if they stand pat, you draw. If they draw, you stand pat because you're a small favorite against the draw 1.
Yeah, and if you think about it, this is what I've learned to do is look immediately on a pad hand in late position like that. What cards can I make? In his case, he had, was it 4, 5, 6, I believe,
Yeah.
that he could 4, 5, 6, 7 that he could hit.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot of cards out there, especially if he gets a lot
I
of
was never
folds, because
super
that tells
athletic.
you
I
there's
played
probably
in,
not a
like,
lot of
middle
those
school,
cards out.
Like all
So
the sports teams, it was basically like they just needed more.
That's why those
bodies to
gut
field the
shots
team.
and some of those others, those open enders like Aaron had a minute ago, where he could not hit a
Yeah,
deuce or a seven
call,
without
hit the
hitting
ball a little
a
bit,
straight.
whatever. But
That's where those are a
in
little
high
more
school, yeah, I went to
problematic.
a 5A
It's like that's the
school,
key
moved from,
thing. Like,
little
do I have a
thing to
straight draw?
5A
Hopefully
school,
the
and,
answer is no.
tryouts and
Yeah,
all that
you
shit.
don't
Those
wanna-
kids were
A
fucking
straight draw
good
is a
at that
pretty
game.
weak draw. Aaron does
I
have
was
a
like,
9
this is
draw
not
here.
for me anymore.
Raised to 14.
Makes it 14K. Over to Dean. Queen 10 8 6 4. Gonna make the fold. That's not a very good draw. You're drawing to a 10 8, which could be drawing dead.
Yeah, better 9 draw for our RK.
I think this is the moment. A 9
He's pushing
draw,
it.
very shovable hands. Mike with
All in.
pretty rough looking hand. This is a gut shot, and it's a 10 9 8.
Took the lead over me.
We don't want any part of that. And now Aaron has to decide, does he want to call and draw to a 98 and maybe he's even live?
That wasn't my.
Or does he want to live to see another
I
hands?
know, but
To
you're
overtake you.
Does have
Just
position
checking
on
on my
RK.
All in to 80,000.
I just checked on my pal.
thanks, Dino.
And regardless of what Arcade does,
Try
Aaron's
to
going to
make
be
that
drawing
stick if you
one
wanted to, but I'm gonna rhyme it with
if we get that
something
far.
terrible.
We're certainly not padding an ace. This is on the bubble, and if Aaron calls and loses, they effectively swap stacks. He's not going to do that. He's going to fold, and RK with the pickup.
Nice hand, sir.
And yeah, he actually had the button in front of him, I believe, unless they just moved it over. But so we'll watch our positions here. It looks like we're having a little bit of a graphics issue, but we'll try to stay on top of it for you.
Yeah, RK was small blinds on that hand.
Okay, he was small blind. Okay, good.
And what's the score over there? I can't check my phone, so I can't see it.
Oh, you mean the Ravens and Bills?
Yeah.
Oh, they haven't started yet.
Oh, they haven't started?
Yeah.
No.
I thought I started at
You think that guy without his helmet was in the end zone scoring a touchdown without his helmet?
Yeah, they're about to kick off.
Man, I know your eyes are bad.
All right, let's get some card scans up here.
It won't matter. So far.
Dean with the queen perfect. Queen 5 4 3 deuce. This is the very best queen. Not that we want to keep a queen. This is the best one. Make it 17,000.
So that's 17,000.
Presumably going to draw one. Hope to not get the 6.
Yeah, I mean,
Gutter's a bummer.
realistically, he wants a 9 or 8 or a 7. He'll feel good about all those. Does not want the 6.
Instead, he's going to just
Doesn't
take
matter.
the pot.
Yeah,
Raise and take it.
yeah,
You're going to
could
see
be
a lot of that on the bubble.
yeah, and especially, RK's in a little bit of a better position, but you see he's got 109, AA Ron at 144, and then all the way up to Mike. Not a big surprise. Mike is a host of a Wednesday night deuce to 7 single draw game that everybody loves, and I keep trying to get on the table, but we kind of sometimes work on Wednesday nights, so it's kinda
Yeah,
hard.
we do. I miss the days where we did the show on Mondays and Thursdays.
Yeah.
Just because the deuce games on Wednesdays.
Yeah, the deuce to 7 game on Wednesday was, that was a lot of fun.
And we're going to get on to another hand of deuce to 7. Half-hour blinds
Hey,
here.
he's a quick study.
I believe next round is going to be 4 8 12.
Should be.
Probably another 5 to 10 minutes or so.
Quick like a turtle.
Yeah, these blinds are going to get real painful real quick here in a couple of rounds.
Ruddle's in the small blinds with an 8 draw.
It's actually very sweet of you.
That is worthy of a raise.
Raised to
Hey, Ron, not going to be able to do much about this. That hand's not very good. We don't want to draw 3.
Yeah.
Certainly not on the bubble. We do that sort of stuff the first couple rounds when we're playing super deep. In fact, if you're in position and your out of position opponent starts drawing 2, they start drawing 3, you actually get to pat a queen.
I did that today.
That's the correct move.
Yeah. At the 2 blinds, One took 2 and one took 3, and I said, I think I'll just hang out. And they checked to me, and I was
Yeah, your
in
your
good
edge
shape.
is pretty slim, but you do have the edge there mathematically, and we want to get the money in as a favorite.
Yeah. It's a little bit easier when the blinds are real small and there's not a lot of money in the middle.
He's supposed to be commentating. First act. Just hanging out with the ghost of beer pack. We can't do without beer. Yeah, let's see what drink choice the commentator of this stream is getting. Make sure we're getting this. I think it's just Diet Coke.
Mike with an 8 draw.
He's being
Great hand to open up.
not commentating.
Raise to 20,000.
Brett with a kind of convertible jack. He's got the jack. He has a gut shot, so it's not as good of an 8 draw as what Mike's got.
That's what the kids say.
And calls the 20. I suspect that this is one of those spots where he does the opposite of Mike, and there he goes.
Heads up.
1 for Mike, pat for Brett.
Break it. I am flat. Good break, good break. Of course. I was trying to let the blind.
Ooh, queen. Wow.
He makes a queen. Not going to be good enough to beat the jack.
Nope.
This
And-
goes
and-
check,
and
check. That's,
Brettles is happy to check back there. He wants to go to showdown every time with that hand.
he has showdown value. Unless money goes in the pot, then it gets very dicey. So no value to be had there, but he does pick up the pot.
Now, I think Michael filed that away in his head a little bit. Maybe regardless of the card I get.
You
I
could
can
consider
bet
it bluff,
that.
but that's a pretty straightforward spot, I think.
It is. The only reason I thought of that is because of Mike's chip lead. He's got to let he throws 25K there into the middle. It's going to be really hard for Brettles to make that call. Now, he is second stack, so
he could call 25 if you probably have to make it more like 100.
yeah, I guess.
So
these
where
blinds
like if
for-
you call and you're wrong, you're actually at risk to bubble the tournament.
yeah, good point.
And we have seen Bridles in ICM spots, as we call them, in previous final table forecasts.
You eat like 5 spiders a year or something.
And he's an experienced player.
Spiders? I'd rather eat a spider than hair, honestly.
Mike with another 8 draw.
Fold.
What's a spider gonna do? I've eaten bugs before.
Imagine if that stat was made up. Raise to 25,000.
Ants are pretty fun to eat too.
I'd love to get as many 8 draws as he got.
Fold and fold.
I like eating ants.
Only one more player to get through. Scoop has an 8 draw. I don't think he's getting through here.
Yeah,
Scoop choosing to
Grasshoppers
flat.
have high protein.
No need to read pop-ins. Risk yourself being the one to bubble instead of Marquet.
Grasshopper, it was disgusting.
This will go 1-1, and then we're going to see if anybody gets
The
there.
Health Museum in Houston, they
they both get a 9. Mike wins with a deuce.
They had a vending machine with that?
yeah.
Oh,
Looks
wow.
like Scoop pairs, and
Ooh,
Mike catches an ace, which is going to beat the pair,
yeah,
just barely.
this probably goes check,
Touchdown
check.
for Dalton Kincaid.
Already.
Oh, nice.
$100 splash pot. Let's go.
No,
No, Mike going to go for the aggressive route.
yeah, he's not going to do it. Kind of what he could do the last hand, except he's in position
That is
this time.
35,000.
Goes about half pot. I think he's trying to make it look like he's begging for a call. And when you have a pair, you're not really beating a whole lot. You're only beating a bigger pair or a straight. And Scoop lets it go. Mike's value bluff does not get him any additional value.
It's your table. Just running it.
Congratulations, guys.
I don't think he saw it as a value.
I don't think so either. When we see the cards, we can call it a value bluff.
Yeah, we can label it knowing both hands. Boy, we had a couple of very early nut kind of hands, but now it's kind of gotten a little tactical.
That Houston AKG.
Just about everybody drawing on every hand.
Is this the first? Yeah, it is.
Right?
Isn't
I
it?
think so, right?
That's
Yeah,
what
I think they're playing a little tighter than they normally would because of that whole bubble situation.
Yeah, usually we bust before.
No self-control. Only at Texas Card House.
Yeah, it is.
Just kidding. This is the best card room in the world.
Mike with the jack. Non-convertible, though. Pretty rough jack.
Explain to everybody what you mean by non-convertible.
So if we break the jack here,
What
we're
is?
drawing to a 10-9,
Action.
which is not that big of an upgrade over a jack.
Right. It is not.
At least there's no straight draw.
Oh.
But we're not trying to draw to a 10. Certainly not a 10-9. He is going to raise, though. He is the chip leader, and he can attack. And Scoop has a pat 9, so I believe he will be counterattacking.
I think so. I mean, he's got 118K behind. There's already 50K or close to it out there in the pot. This may be worth a shove.
This is, I think, the only raise that makes sense is all in here.
Yeah, I agree.
And if Mike has a better pat hand, good for him.
Yeah, you kind of have to say that to yourself.
The problem with flatting is that you're then going to pat, and Mike's in position, and the jig is completely up when you do that. But he is going to call.
Takes the conservative route.
And RK with a 98 draw that will actually be dead against Scoop.
Yeah.
Gonna get out of the way. And this is going to
Bravo,
confuse
what's
the hell out
the-
of Mike.
Yeah, I think
It's
so.
my friend's company.
It's a
Yeah.
what?
It's one of my friend's companies.
What do they do?
It's like lighting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Small
I'm just,
blind's thinking about it. At
yeah,
least.
supporting.
Pat,
You got a
Oh,
sponsor.
wow.
and then
Get a
check,
sponsor.
check.
Wow. Yeah, now once Scoop Pat's there, don't you want to take a card? I mean, again, it's not convertible. I mean, but so you really can't throw away 3 cards, which is about the
Yeah.
only thing that improves your hand
Yeah, that-
significantly.
It's a weird spot. So the moment you draw, then whatever he has, like, he's going to know that he's going to be ahead because he presumably has
Well,
made
that
hands.
the idea
12,
is
Mike.
if he checks, then that gives you the opportunity to bet, like you hit something better than what he's got. You know, you were drawing to
Yeah.
one particular card or 2,
Yeah.
3 cards.
I think Mike was done with
Wait,
it the
they didn't-
moment
they
that
didn't
Scoop
change
patted,
the table?
because if he does draw, he's very possibly drawing dead.
Yeah.
The 10-9 draw is going to be dead against a lot of that.
Even though
pat
he
range.
just floated.
There you go, buddy.
I think so. I think that's just one of those spots where this is weird, and I don't want any part of weird on the bubble here.
Yeah.
Rebel, good to see you.
I'm going to pretend I'm contemplating. and fold. It's the red light fold when they're switched on.
I'm pretty quick on the trigger. And Scoop with another pat 9 on the button. See if he can
Raise to
get any
20,000.
more value than the last time. RK not going to be able to make the stand with this hand.
Calls 20,000.
Mike is going to defend.
What do I do with this?
It's for your mic. Just put it on there.
He's going to draw 1.
Draw one.
He's not going to draw 2 to the straight flush. And Scoop stands pat. Mike getting the very worst card possible. He makes top pair. Scoop makes it 26,000. Mike with 0 showdown value does make the fold. Does not decide to check raise a pat hands, which generally is not going to go well for you.
Nice snow.
Nice snow.
There's another 98.
No snow there.
Another
And
98.
Scoop pulls himself into the middle of the pack, which has got to be a good feeling because he was
One of
down
us
there
is.
close to RK.
Can't get
And we do have a dealer change, so they're going to switch the decks and back after this short video.
Welcome to the table.
The Trailblazer Poker Tour is back for Season 2. With over $2 million guaranteed at this stop, it all kicks off in Dallas and Las Colinas. Top 100 players in the Trailblazer Season 2 leaderboard will qualify for the $100,000 invitational free roll. Be part of the action and take your shot at the prize. See the full schedule now at TexasCardHouse.com to lock in your seat for the Trailblazer Poker Tour.
Looking forward to that for sure.
Yeah, we're at the end of the train there, but if you're up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, absolutely get into that schedule.
LH.
And we have Las Colinas and Dallas both involved in that tournament schedule.
I want to see how much of that I can make.
Are you going to try to go up there?
I'm going to try and catch some of it. I know there's mixed events on that schedule,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh, man,
I
I
haven't
thought
seen
we
the
were good.
details on how the player of the
with
series
it,
works
I'm
yet,
with
but
Power cutting.
You know,
I
there's
bet
the
you
opportunity to
that's-
chase some player to series points. I'm always down to do that.
Yeah, yeah. You got the long haul in mind.
357.
Yeah, show up in Dallas, show up in Houston, show up in spring. Rio Grande Valley's around the holidays. Don't know if I can make that, but
And that's a
certainly
long drive.
that too. There's a reason that's the only TCH I haven't been to.
Yeah.
Love you guys down there. I'm sure it's a great location. It's just pretty
Alright,
darn
make it
far from
nice.
Austin.
In that drive, I've done it a couple of times. It ain't that fun.
Yeah,
Good Mexican restaurants on the way down there, though.
I've driven from here to Vegas, so
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
told me
opposed to
that.
the distance, but it is distance as Dean raises and takes it.
At least there's some scenicness between here and Las Vegas. There is not any scenicness between. I mean, if you do the route that gets you there fastest, you don't go anywhere near the coast. It's just not
You might want that one.
no bueno.
Is that what
Yeah,
you
well,
got?
you go through a bunch of desert
rather
getting
not
to
say what I
Vegas.
Yeah, but I like desert driving,
Right.
especially when they have the
Go watch
speed
it on
limits they
break?
usually have in the
No,
desert.
not on break. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't mind those.
I don't mind if you see it tomorrow, Chris.
Yeah, I'm not. Not try hard in this shit.
Yeah.
As we
But you had that.
get another hand dealt here. Okay, not at the table right now during this
Yeah.
bubble.
Where you look like you smelled
You
the
still
blunt.
get hands. Your blinds are still going to get
My bluffy
blinded,
face or
and
my I got a face.
No, a
You're not-
reasonable hand.
within
You're
arm's
still
reach of the
drawing
seat when the last player receives a
Very
complete hand, your
reasonable
hand is
hand.
dead, which we just saw our dealer kill his hands.
Yeah, with 10
Yeah.
big blinds left, or 10 and a half, he's
Good.
And we are up
Let him
now
box,
for
but I haven't
8-12
done
are
these.
the blinds. Zeno making it 18 with the 10-9 draw. RK, he had an 8 draw. This would have been the moment.
Oh, did he really?
He had the
It
8
flashed
draw.
by so fast. You saw it. I didn't get to see it. 8 draw. Well,
As
and
it
then
stands-
not good draws for anybody else up there.
Dean gonna raise and take it.
Yeah.
A shove probably gets through against Dean's hand.
Me too. I'm looking for facts.
RK still has enough chips where he could have messed Dean up. So
Yeah.
that probably just gets through.
Yeah, you're right. Everybody except for maybe Mike, and Mike is even he is not going to want to call 85K. Yeah, there would have been a little bit less than that.
Not much of a hurry.
And he's going to miss another hand.
Don't miss your blinds.
Might get lucky and somebody busts. Like, well, he's
Got a couple more hands before it comes to that, but they
that
go
might be a
quick.
strategy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
they
might
do,
be.
especially
Overarching
as
strategy.
much
Well,
folding as
like
this
way
game
to-
has in it. I know I stepped away from the table, came back, and was like, "Holy crap! I almost
Oh, good.
missed my big blind."
And Dean is actually big blinds here.
Yep.
There we go. Not much for RK this time.
We're trying. We're trying.
So blinds on blinds. Aaron gonna limp. We can do that now in Deuce to 7.
You can do that.
Yeah, we can do that now. Until a few years ago,
Yeah.
in No Limit Deuce, the rule was that
Yeah,
the
come in
first
for
player
raise.
in has to raise.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody sat at our table and said that, and I was like, "Oh, that's right."
Yeah, we can now limp in tournaments. There are still some cash games where you have to raise. The one here, generally, you have to raise if you're the first player in, but
Days.
that's gone away in tournaments in the last couple of years. It's gone the way of the double bet with a pair and stud high. That's another rule
I'll take
that's
your
gone.
word for that
That's
one.
a thing you used to be able to do.
A double bet.
Yeah, so it used to be, and Dean takes it, it used to be in stud high. If on 4th Street, if any player is showing a pair, you're allowed to make a big bet instead of the small one. Normally, you're just making the small bet on 4th Street. But you used to be allowed to make the big one if any player was showing a pair.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah, that rule went away about the same time because nobody really knew why that was a rule. The best I'd ever heard was like there was some perception,
Like a
well, let's
boxer.
just get the hand over with because someone has at least a pair, as opposed to actually playing the hand out.
Carbo.
I'm not in any hurry though.
No, not with stud. I mean, I like stud.
Is that still a thing?
The revel in stud.
For
I'm
what,
usually
boxers?
the guy at the mix game that calls the stud game.
You want to revel in stud? We have a tourist tournament coming up on Wednesday as part of our Fall Harvest Tour. I'll plug that after we get past this hand. RK missed his 8 draw, but he comes back to a pat 9.
That's not bad,
This is the moment.
especially under the gun. I think so. This is where he wishes he was in later position so that somebody might have called or even raised so he could
Oh,
shove
no, it's
then.
different.
Not going to get quite as much value, but he's
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to
you
he's going to put it all in.
All in makes perfect sense here.
It does.
The ante was different from the blind.
Even though it's
All
my
in.
big blind, good luck.
Probably not going to get a call unless somebody has a really amazing hand. Doesn't look like it.
Down to Scoop.
Ooh.
Scoop, good news, bad news. The good news is theoretically this is a 9 draw. However, this is an open ender. This is actually a really bad draw
Yeah, it is.
and should be getting folded. This is where I wish it folded to me and I'm in position. I can snow this hands.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of blockers and I have a terrible draw and I have no showdown value. This is the hands that we're raising and we're padding and we're bluffing.
Yeah. So one of the things Brent and I were talking about at the table, and you can probably go into better detail about this, is he was talking about how much he liked those hands with 2-8s or 2-9s, 2-7s.
Yeah,
He
especially
explained
those.
it to me, and I agreed with him. Tell everybody.
Yes, the 9s, 8s, and 7s. So if you have those, it is less likely that your opponent has those. And the hands that are going to be looking to call post draw and go to showdown are what? 9s and better, right?
Right.
9s, 8s, 7s, we don't want the opponent to have those.
Grace
We
or
want
Mary,
them
say Dean
to
Street,
make a rough
I don't know about
10
the
and throw up a little bit and reluctantly fold.
So you have a higher likelihood they're going to get a card that's too high.
Yeah, or pair up.
Or you're blocking, in other words, them receiving their cards that they would most likely be targeting.
Exactly, or even having those cards to begin with.
Right. Yeah.
Dean, can you rescan? Good.
Folds to Dean's button.
Yeah, all those.
He's got 3 to an 8 the right way. 8-3 deuce. If you have an 8 and a 3, or an 8 and a deuce, or a 7 and a deuce, you will never make a straight, which is very important.
That's why 7 deuce is the worst hand in no limit hold'em.
19,000.
Straight.
And RK with 3 to a 7, but not without a deuce. So there is the theoretical backdoor straight that I may have hit twice today during 2 with something like that.
All right, 3 points.
He's going to defend. And he's going to go 2. And Dean probably goes 2 as well. The other option is if you see your out of position opponent go 2, you could consider padding and playing this as a snow, because your river bet's going to be all in, and you're going to make RK call off his tournament life with whatever he has.
Yeah.
But Dean choosing to draw 2 as well. RK has 80% of a 7. We don't know what the last card is.
Rescan, please.
They're having him rescan.
Yeah.
Hopefully
The
that'll make
suspense
it
is
pop
killing
up.
us.
Yeah.
Check,
because
check. Dean
no
ends up
pairs.
with ace-king.
Ace, king. And the best card in the deck.
And ace-king 8
Yeah,
is
every time after
apparently
you
good for
get your
Dean.
cards rescan.
So RK would have made a pair.
Yes.
Must have.
He had to have made a pair. That's the only way he can lose
Yeah,
the
that's the only
ace-king
way he
8.
loses even an ace. Yep.
No, 9 had deuce.
I mean, so
Aces play high in this game for those unfamiliar.
I beat all pairs.
So ace 5 4 3 deuce. That is
That's
not
how
a
it's at.
straight because aces play high. So
If
that
you don't
is
have a pair,
actually
that means
ace
I'm-
5.
It is not the
That's
wheel.
the best ace.
Unless you have ace king 10 or something.
I was in a satellite at the series a couple years ago where it took 2 4s to confirm that. The first one wasn't totally confident because
Wow.
I turned the hand over and some players questioned it. I said, aces play high. That's how this game works.
Quick like a
And
turtle.
yeah, so the 1-4 decides to call the guy who actually runs the real mixed events. And
Did he look at him like he was from Mars when he asked that question?
that was a phone call. I can't imagine the look on the other guy's face. Like, I know who the other guy
they
is.
just finished one.
And there
They-
probably
they
was
just
a look
renewed
on his
for the,
face
second
because, I
season.
mean,
Well, if he was on the phone, he probably gave him an earful. Like, why would you call me and ask such a stupid question?
Cartoon Network was shut down or whatever.
You know, one of the things that happened to me
King of
today that just was so irritating was also what happens in 08 and Big O. The first card you look at is a 2 in this game.
Yeah.
And you're like, yes, sir. and then you get like queen, queen, jack, 9. You know,
Yep.
or
Oh, look at this. We got RK with another Pat 9. Dean with a pretty light open in the cutoff. This probably goes all in fold unless Mike wakes up with a monster. 9843 deuce is a very strong hands in RK situation.
Now, this has happened a couple times now, and of course he's just going to make the minimum. With the hand that good, do you not think about just making a raise? I mean, rather than jamming.
I think
is he costing himself?
So considering the stacks to pot ratio, there's no raise size less than all in that makes sense.
Okay.
That doesn't just telegraph. I'm putting the rest of my chips in after the draw because I'm going to have a quarter pot behind.
There's levels.
And there's no way I can ever fold.
Even with 10 big blinds.
Yeah, especially like 10 big blinds. It's the same as in Hold'em,
10
where there's like you're going to raise the 6 big blinds and have 4 behinds, and you have 14 in the pot.
Yeah.
No, that's not happening. And pot odds work the same way here. So yeah, we don't want to raise to a smaller size. We don't want to call because again, you're going to just pat right away, and then Dean knows exactly what's up, like we saw with Mike and Scoop earlier.
Yeah, the reason I bring that up is you see that a lot in some of the smaller Hold'em tournaments where somebody just floats and you're looking at their stack going, if this hand is worth playing, why would you not want to play for all of it?
The thing is, at this table, these guys all know what they're doing. These are all experienced deuce players, and now it's Dean with the Pat 9. Making that same size, 19,000s. Play them all the same way. So there's nobody who's going to make a mistake like that where they're going to pounce on it. They all know what they're doing. They've all played together in past tournaments. Mike going to make the call. I hope for his sake he draws 2. I'll say the same thing for Brettles, who looks like he's about to defend. If either of these players draws 1, they are drawing dead. Because they will not be able to beat a 9 with a 10.
3 players to a flop. No, no flop.
And once again,
1-1
position. Now, he's going to stand pat.
Yeah, 1-1 pat. And we're never breaking that 9. So Mike and Brettles have both drawn dead. And we'll see if either of them gets there. Brett makes the rough jack, which I don't think he'll want to call. Mike has apparently paired, if this is scanned correctly. So Dean's not going to be able to make any more money. He will certainly bet this for value.
What do you think his bet size is going to be?
I think I'd probably go about 35 or 40.
So 2/3 pot. Looks like.
And they folded immediately. He went 28. So
smaller.
28 into a pot that was 69. So less than half is
40%.
Yeah, and in any case, those hands are folding. They took their shot and they missed.
Moved ahead of Mike.
Wow.
And they were never actually. They never had a chance anyway, so it's a good thing that they missed.
And like on the return or whatever, the ball's just gonna like drop, and it's just like the gunner just like getting blocked down there. The ball bounces up,
line, please.
collides with a Ravens player. The Bills guy grabs it and is like, yeah, he touched it. And it's like, you have possession of the ball, freaking run, man. And he's just like standing there pointing.
It's it hit the Ravens guy first. I mean the Bills guy first.
That's true, but he should be running for the end zone, not like pointing at the.
But he got in anyways. Yeah, it didn't count.
Yeah.
Almost. That would have been a disaster.
I mean, he still did get in the end zone. Like nobody tackled him, but yeah, that was.
I don't know what happens on that football play, but I saw what appears to be a ref calling somebody for illegal touching. So maybe that play wasn't a play anyway.
Yeah, they called that
bad
use
use.
TCH
Man, like, come on, you gotta know what you're doing.
I wasn't going to go there, but yeah.
What? Whose job is it to go there?
I guess that's yours.
Yeah, always.
Don't say that.
Mike raising and taking it with his 8 draw.
Winner.
We've seen him dwindle just a little bit with a couple of hands that took a draw and whiffed. It's going to happen, though. Mike and Dino about neck and neck. AA Ron, currently the short stack. Hasn't had a hand in a little bit, and every orbit now costs you 24,000. So Aaron's got about 3 orbits left before he's out of gas.
Yeah, he just hasn't had any hands to play.
Yeah, he had the one hand where he
Yeah.
makes a call against Mike's. I think it was an
Soggy.
8, and didn't work out for him there.
I don't know who's soggy.
Hope it's not a nickname.
I'm assuming it is. Or maybe
Do you
it
guys
was
have any
saved
questions
and
about
it's
Deuce
like
to 7?
soggy.
We're happy to answer them in the chat. We've got Scoop with an 8 draw. This will open. Probably about 20 or so, if that's the normal size.
Yeah, the first thing I
18.
notice about that hand is you got the 5-6 in the middle, so you give away that 3 and you cannot make a straight.
Yeah, we have an 8 and a 3. We're not making a straight. No straight draw. Mike is going to call with a 9 draw. And we're going to go heads up to the draw. Scoop versus Mike. Should go 1 and 1.
We're heads up.
One.
Mike is Pat here.
One card.
If he takes one, is you tempted at all in Mike being in position to not take
One
one?
card.
No, we're going 1 and 1. We're definitely
Can I
going
get
1
2
and 1.
bitters and club soda and an iced tea for the
And
ice cream table,
Scoop
please?
made it. Scoop made the 9. Mike made the
Wow.
jack. Scoop gonna bet, and Mike can
Fairly
consider bluff
small.
catching. He goes a
Yeah.
third pot.
Yeah.
20.
A small bet like that is much more likely to get called by Mike. He's thinking it.
Is this ever a bluff? If the answer is yes, we call, which Mike does.
Better
That's
give
why
him
you
that
don't
$10.
bluff small.
And
98.
there is the 98.
It's the only hand I can make.
Don't know if Scoop didn't
Been
feel a
987.
lot of confidence in that 98 or why he went so small. But he got a call because of it. If he'd
Hey.
gone,
And he wants to get called. Like he's
Yeah.
just trying to get anything
I
out of
think
it.
so.
I
Which,
don't think it was a
should
lack
have been
of
an
faith.
indication to Mike. There's nothing more scary than a value bet.
Yeah. I don't know how often he's bluffing with that sizing,
Yeah.
but pot odds say he doesn't have to be doing it that often for that call to be profitable. Is he doing it like 20% of the time? I'm not sure. That's for Scoop to tell us.
Yeah, those kind of thoughts got me run into the ground in this tournament.
Yeah,
I only have to be right like
Yeah, that Jack 9 is
40% of the
purely a
time.
bluff catcher.
Yeah.
All right, there's a connection with Zay Flowers, man. Jeez, waiting for that.
You got him in fantasy?
Yeah, I've got Lamar and Zay.
You got a touchdown?
I think you just lost
No,
2
just-
points, though.
A long run? Or a long catch?
It's, I mean, with like
Okay,
15
gonna have to
games.
fold. He's gonna be taking the blinds.
No, he would get half a point. He fumbled.
Him and AA Ron gonna be in a bit of an ICM
Do
scuffle.
you know how fantasy works?
Fantasy, a fumble is minus 2 points.
No,
You
it
have
has,
to lose possession
yeah.
of it.
Oh,
yeah. It has to be recovered by the other team.
It's still a fumble.
Graphics are slightly
And then he got
behind.
points for the fumble.
Over to
recovery.
AA Ron.
So
5s and 4s with a
even
10. This is a snow candidate. He is gonna open it up.
If he also plays as
Makes it
cornerback,
18,000.
For seat 4.
And if you get 3-bet, you have an easy fold. Dean has a 10-9 draw.
Can I get a Sprite?
Could justify a call or a raise.
There you go. Thank you.
thank you. Sorry, Aaron.
All in.
Oh, Dean's going to come
Dean
over the
gonna
top.
punish Aaron, who will snap folds. Like I said, no hard choices. If you get 3-bet, you have an easy fold because your hand is not very good.
Yeah, the difficult part is that Aaron's just really, really, really short right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Aaron's going to cut himself down to 56,000, which is 7 big blinds. And each orbit is going to cost you 3 big blinds. And we'll probably be up before we even get to that third orbit.
I thought you were just getting me to look up. I was like, all right, I'll bite. Oh, no, they're actually.
Blinds every half hour here. Next stop is probably 6, 12, 18. I haven't looked at the structure.
You don't think it'd be 5, 10, 15?
I don't think so.
His name is Fred.
Fred.
Loader. No, it didn't left.
That camera got knocked off. The direction.
Mike probably wishing we were playing Ace to 5 right now.
Oh, thanks.
He had roaches that like ran as a
Yeah, he has a Badesi
I never
hand
saw
too.
Aaron has 7-6-5-4. He's going to
Yeah.
have to go with this. This is not a great draw, but he is going to have to go with this.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
might be the best he
remember
sees.
this.
And
Again,
he
like we
also,
talked about, is you can't hit the 8 or the 3
and
here.
he also has enough chips
Yeah.
that he still has fold equity.
Yeah.
If he pays another round of blinds, he's not getting anything through anymore. And he's going to get this through. He had enough chips to get this through, especially with the other short stack in the big blinds. So now, Aaron pulling himself above RK, who's going to be taking the blind now.
No, it was yours.
That moves for me.
Good and the bad
Yeah,
of,
well, this is my iced tea.
large
Yeah.
blinds is if you're short stacked and you're even able to steal the blinds
say I
and
never
make a
get
big
you.
impact. The bad thing is that you're just on the
He's
teetering edge of
ignoring me.
What?
you're watching
What do you want?
Get him out
that
of here. One
Lay
round
down.
penalty.
creep around towards you like the hand of
One
death.
round penalty.
You've been kicked off the island.
Oh, what?
I'm sad
As
to
you
say,
move the
if,
button,
if,
you
it, if
failed,
it came to
you're
a vote, you
fired.
might get voted off.
I've been very amiable.
Thankfully, this is not Survivor. We're not voting anybody out.
No.
Bridles with a 7 draw.
Raise, play for 20.
Makes it 20. 7-6-3-2 is drawing to number 2. AA Ron with a pat 10.
Yeah, this is going all in for him.
Has the gut shot, so he's unlikely to break regardless of what Bridles does.
Oh, in it to win it.
Yeah, he loves that
So,
race.
Aaron's all in. And Scoop with a pat 9. 98754 for Scoop. Facing a raise from early position and then an all in on the stone bubble. The good news for Scoop is he's the biggest of these 3 stacks, so regardless of what happens, he's not going to be the bubble on this hand.
Yeah, he's thinking about this.
This is a rough 9. 9875. He
Ooh,
folds it.
Saving Aaron's butt in the process. Oh, no.
RK has an 8 draw.
Oh, wow.
RK has an 8 draw. He's got to decide, is this the moment? How many of my outs are actually still in the deck?
Yeah, that's what he's got to be asking. And the answer is the
He
7
folds.
and the 5 and the 3 or the 2. They're out there.
And Brett is going to snap call, and he's going to draw 1 to the 7.
Good luck, all in.
Oh,
How sick is it going to be if this 9 would have held for Scoop? Let's listen to the reactions.
So he can hit a 10, an 8, or a 9 and still win this hand. Reynolds? No, I take it back. Aaron would win if he does get a 10. So he needs an 8, a 9, a
One
4,
card and
a
a
5.
It's going to be Queen for Bridles, so Aaron going to double up.
Raise all
And Brittles is going to be the man that's short.
7-4
He's in
ask
the
the
big line.
camera if you
No,
want.
No.
Oh, he raised all in. Oh, yeah.
No
that's
complaining.
good.
I was wondering if we were going to hear a reaction from the player who folded the 9.
I didn't want to fold.
Oh, Scoop? No, he's
Yeah.
pretty quiet player. I can't see him doing that.
10-7,
I kind of get it though. I mean,
Yeah,
if Brettles hadn't raised there, if Aaron
Consolation
had
prize,
just
you won the big
shipped it
one.
without any raise pre-flop, I
Well,
think he
yeah.
would have just
and then Scoop has a very easy call.
yeah.
If Scoop had gone with his hands as
It's
it
easy
played
to
out,
after the fact.
then he's the chip leader and Aaron's the bubble.
Yeah.
And Scoop's sitting there with,
I got
what, probably about $500,000 or so,
Yeah.
which would be an amazing spot.
They didn't tell me.
So obviously,
We are still on the bubble here. And Bridle's now the short stack, and Bridle's now taking the big blinds right after doubling somebody. That's
Taking
the
it
worst
right
case
in the
scenario.
shorts.
Nice hand, Aaron.
5th place pays 890. 6th place pays 0.
No, there's some show on, but I couldn't see that far anyway.
And knowing I can't break it.
no. I think it's fine, especially in a
Aaron with 3 aces. That's too many.
That is a
Ideally, we have 0.
yeah. It's
You're
a
like
great hand if you're playing a
third, you know,
5-card draw.
pretty solid second. Or you
I was dealt quads today.
What a job. I want to
In
test
what?
that.
Oh, you talking about in the
In
deuce
deuce
to
to
7?
7, yes. I was dealt quads.
Like you said it almost with a smile on your face. I just thought, well, that's not good. Any quads. Unless they're deuces, then you block the heck out of everybody.
And if we were playing triple draw, we could actually do something with a
Yes,
bunch of
you could.
deuces.
That's just
Good.
Fred.
Single draw, it's less useful to have a bunch of deuces because somebody could still very easily have like an 8 or a 9 and be happy with it.
So what were the quads?
Tens.
Tens.
What's significant about ace 6?
Yeah. That
6 is my favorite.
a friend of mine
hand.
came
I've
and dealt. I
won
won't
against
use his
aces
name.
all in
I don't
pre-flop
even think
in
I'm
a
outing him.
tournament. It also happens to be a
You know,
very
I'd never
lucky
blame
hand.
dealers
My
anyway.
players
But
tonight.
he dealt me the
Okay.
best 5-card
I'll keep
hands
that in mind.
95%
for
of the
draw
Yeah.
that I've ever
All
seen.
right.
If
He's
we're
dealt me
playing
2
four cards,
boats.
I need
Dean
couple
gonna
of
raise and
straight
take it.
flushes.
6 deuce.
Yeah, Dean's
Okay.
Fold, fold,
probably the
never win.
person that people seem to be
Put that
least
in my
willing to
memory
take
bank.
on here. But
I thought maybe she
also
played
he's
He's-
had hands
low
that
ball.
He's
I'm not
attacking the
disappointed.
short stacks on the bubble, which is
Anytime
exactly
chips come my way,
what
I'm
you should
not
be
hard.
doing as the
Now
chip
we're-
leader.
Yeah.
You should be stealing blinds. You should be positioning yourself to have a bunch of chips when we get to the later stage of the tournament and maximize your
I can
chance
do
of
that,
winning this
like,
thing.
anytime.
Aggression does win, especially in this game. This game rewards aggression. This game is No
that
Medusa
shoe
7 single draw
combination,
on
important,
TCH
or
Live
just
and
any
TCH
ace
Social Austin playing our final
So I
table.
prefer it offsuit because
William
I gotta
Waddy
go
and
for
Uncle
both
T
straights
with
and
you
both
this
flush
evening.
draws.
what up?
If you're up
Surprise
against
everybody.
aces, yeah.
Gotcha. I like
But
Hope
that
you're
is
enjoying
just
this. Hit like
happens
if
to
you
be the
have
chips I had
enjoyed
when
this
I
and you're still
broke
enjoying
aces.
this.
Gotcha.
Hit subscribe
deserve it.
if you want to
They
see more
usually do.
TCH Live. We're on at least 6 days a week
Do you want to tell us his name and why he deserved it?
You gotta spread them.
across Austin, Dallas, Houston, Rio Grande Valley.
There we go. We're good. She said stacked on top of each other doesn't do it.
I asked. I will do
Yeah.
it like that.
Ideally, you have all 5
Raise.
cards touching the
Like
scanner, and
24?
ideally, you have a Pat 8, which Scoop has. Dean opens his rough jack,
Dude, Derrick Henry is
which
such
I
a
doubt is
beast.
going to be calling any 3
Ran
bets.
right through that guy.
And Scoop has an 8, and he will be 3 betting. Probably about 75 or so.
Raise.
64.
65.
to go.
It's his second bluff.
Winner.
Nah, it's a good hand.
Nobody else with a particularly hard
Good
choice.
hand.
Aaron had a 9 draw that he
7.
would have presumably been playing if we hadn't had a 3 bet,
Yeah.
but becomes a very easy fold with
You
this
ever
kind
like
of
to go to
action.
sports games?
Especially given the bubble situation to where if you have 2 players in the pot, Dino and Scoop, occasionally one of them's going to go broke and you're going to make the money.
Oh, push a
Whereas
button. I
if
thought
you
you
put
meant
chips
don't know
in,
when we
you're
go.
now in a position where you could become the
push
bubble.
the button.
Yeah, I like to go and see the
Dino.
Broncos every once in a while if you can find like a decent game that isn't, too outrageous. Maybe they're playing.
You know what,
on
Aaron?
or
I like to
some
see the
shit,
Broncos
but,
every
like,
once in a while,
it's really
too.
fun going to the games.
He's a
with them.
Colorado
Like,
native.
the
I'm
people
not,
there,
but I'm
He's
a
a
Bronco
Colorado
fan.
native?
they're
Yes,
just,
he
like,
is. Aaron's from
happy people,
Colorado,
you know?
and
It's
he's a
not like
Bronco
going
fan.
to
As am I.
Yeah, well.
Oh, Broncos. And
Which is very confusing to everybody in the world why you're a
I
Broncos
try
fan.
to get to a Bronco game when I can.
I wouldn't be surprised here if Brettle's being on the button. If he gets any kind of strong draw hand, that he goes ahead and shoves. Because it's folding around to him.
like see you
Okay,
wearing
he's
any
gonna go
Cowboys
out.
gear or whatever, and they'd want to shiv you.
Yeah. When you went there, you couldn't wear Cowboys gear.
I wish I'd seen Broncos Cowboys last year. That was a blowout.
Yeah, I wish I
did
hadn't
get-
watched it.
I did get to see them
Play
beat the
for
Jets, though.
35? Fold, fold.
And Mike comes
Mike
in.
with a 7 draw.
Oh, Brettle's with the 10 draw.
Is that
Gonna give
Dean
it
in
up.
the big blind with an interesting hand. 10,
I
a smooth
haven't-
10
I haven't
draw.
played with them in a
This could
really
draw
long
1
time.
to
We
the
used
smooth
play all the
10.
time, of course, but
when
I don't
first
think you
moved
draw
here, I was
2
playing
here.
mixed with you guys over at the old room. But then
Yeah.
he would show up.
yeah,
could also
I think he's
consider
so
folding
busy
and
now
not
running
risking
that
a bubble.
restaurant or whatever that
Have a
it's
pretty good hand here.
tough for him to get out.
He
and
says
sit
he has
now.
pretty good hands.
Yeah, great guy. Right?
10 perfect.
Not good
him.
enough.
Yeah.
Gonna
His
let it
thing-
go.
I thought he was a
Winner.
good player.
This may
He-
be
he-
player
he and I
specific. You
share
might
a
perceive
similar
Mike
favorite.
as being on the snugger
His
side,
favorite card.
and
Well, so his is
considering the
eight of spades and
possibility
eight of
that
hearts,
you
right?
draw
Like, that's
dead,
his number
Spades.
one.
or
Have a great night.
Eight of
you're
spades
just
is
not
like
drawing as well.
dealer in it.
Two of the raises I made on
And
this table. I had
we
the
got a
eight of spades
dealer
and I
change,
trash-
so
trash cards.
I'm going to put up the
Okay.
Trailblazer
all right.
Pair of
dates.
eights.
I
mean,
teased
had
those. I showed the
8
Trailblazer video. I teased the dates, and then I
Jack
forgot to
7
press the
3
button.
or something.
So here we are. Dallas and Las Colinas, that's a joint stop starting on the
Thank
you.
25th. That's in
Good. How
just
are
a
you?
couple weeks from now, about 2.5 weeks from now, right through October
Hello,
14th.
everybody.
Then they're going to be in spring in November.
This is Dino.
Edinburgh, Texas, that's RGV. That's over the holidays, December
goes by
26th to
Dino
January
now.
5th.
Oh, okay.
Houston in the back half of January. Dallas and Las Colinas once again in the back half of February. And then wrapping it up here in Austin in April of 2026.
Did you say Edinburgh?
Not yet.
That's what I said. I don't know how to say that name.
That's probably what it is.
I'm not a
I mean,
Texan.
I've been since like
Did I say that wrong?
It's
11 in the
Edinburgh.
morning.
Edinburgh.
Yeah.
And
My
I woke up
apologies.
I actually had to
Texas.
review in my head. I'm like, well, why the heck would I know?
early.
It's a German name in the middle of
Way
Texas.
early,
We
you
could
know.
we could be screwing it up.
So I think that-
Okay.
Be
last
sure and
year's
join us
first.
next Sunday as well.
How many
Big
cards
O
are
at the
you
Capitol,
getting?
15K
Yeah.
guarantee.
Oh, that's not good.
Going to do
Oh,
this on the
hey.
second Sunday of every month. 300 qualifying
I've
right here at
run
TCH
cards.
Social
Oh,
Austin.
good against.
All the
I'm gonna get a
details
wheel now.
at TexasCardHouse.com or on Poker Atlas.
All right.
And we've got our dealer change
Ace of
done.
hearts,
And
I'm
one
gonna
big
put the new
spells.
card over
We
here.
got some-
Miranda.
Sorry, you want me to
That's
do
just
these
these.
Like
this
baseball.
part?
Like you
got some
fold,
cards
you have to
and-
draw a new
Okay.
one.
RK, not quite going to be good enough with this draw, too.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm
This may
sorry,
just
I
be a walk
totally
for
forgot.
Scoop unless Dean wants
Fold,
to
one fold, two fold.
punish Scoop for simply
Raise
sitting there
35
at the table on the bubble.
from Dean.
He's going to make it 35 and Scoop with 3 sevens, which is a lot of sevens.
That's a lot of sevens.
This is either a bluff or fold. This is not a call.
He actually wants to have that if he's playing one-arm bandits, doesn't he? Did
Yeah,
you-
3
you ever-
sevens on a slot
you-
machine, that's
yeah,
usually good.
Yeah. Do you ever play slot machines just to pass the time when you're there?
No.
Not a
I'm
moment.
chasing a promo maybe, but I'm never just passing time with any kind of
Oh, did that just appear
casino
out of nowhere?
degeneracy. And is this a
I was
3
gonna
bet?
ask you if you
This
wanted
is a
bubble
3
line,
bet.
like, after the-
Scoop is playing back at Dean. Makes it 90,000.
Well, it looks like I better get
Scoop with some blockers. Three sevens and a 6.
What's that called?
I mean, he can't possibly know this, but this is a really great play with the hand that Dean has.
Tell me that's flowers. Tell me that's
If you
flowers.
think
Let's
Dean's got
go, baby.
wide ranges, then especially blind versus blinds, yeah, we 3-bet this guy.
Oh, Lamar just ran it in. Okay, that works for me too. All
Let's
I saw
go.
was
Well done,
a
Scoop.
Raven running into the end zone. I
You
was
got a
like,
good
come
read.
on.
Yeah.
It's a good read.
Scoop won the
Nice
five.
bet.
They got fucking gone all
I would rather a Raven.
80 shows the
Eight of
3
spades?
sevens.
Yeah.
I would rather a
Wow,
Raven.
look
Speaking
at
of
this
what
guy,
this
look at this
football
guy.
discussion, I would personally rather they come up just short of the end zone and kick a field goal.
What are we talking about?
Football.
Oh,
Yeah, like
Let's just go with my instincts.
Aaron's
I'm just
talking
gonna
about
reshove
Lamar
on you
running
right
it in
there.
and that working for him. Like
It's like, oh,
I'm
he's
more
about to do
interested
it.
in what
He's
this
about
guy
to do
does.
it.
Yeah, I was real close.
I didn't
well,
like.
there's the kick. It's
I was
up.
like, I think he just saw
15 minutes
the
ago,
extra
it's up and
point.
right down the middle.
So one of my
Yeah.
leagues is a $200
still
league,
folding.
and another one is 500.
I'm in the
Dino's
$500
a little
league.
more
You're in the
scared.
$500 league?
Yes, I
Yeah,
am.
the like local one with the local Austin.
I am not in a league.
Hey, there's
I
Chris,
just left him
mixed
with
rag
trip
coming
sevens
up
in
on
my
the rail
hand.
there.
And he's.
I was about to. Oh shit. Oh no.
Did you get a spill?
Kind of.
He's
Yeah, I
drunk.
spilled. My bad.
He's drunk on tea. He's
My
tilted.
bad.
I did it.
I am a little
I
tilted.
did it.
6
And we got a pat
And
10
then,
for
and then
Scoop.
he raised the 35.
Right
and
after
I
he
went to
showed a
90
bluff,
with trip seven.
now he has a
Yeah,
pat
good
10.
read. What do you?
Napkins, some
How
towels,
great is he running?
something, beans, spoke.
And you got RK with the short stack.
Oh
You
my
probably
God,
just move all in
That
here.
4-bet right there would have been fucking epic, dude.
Oh,
He does. He moves all in, covering
I was worried
RK.
about it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It looks
Finds
like
out
you're
what
off the
RK
clock,
has.
but I don't know who to talk to. We had a spill up
folds.
on
Okay,
the
Chris,
stage.
like 110. And then
Okay, all right.
Yeah, RK didn't really have a whole lot. So
No, just plastic and just like iced tea.
yeah, so there's a reason that we don't have a drink on the table, so things don't get spilled on the table and mess with the electronics. Sounds like Dean spilled something off the table, which that's good.
Yeah,
It's
that's
off the
fine.
table.
Yeah. That carpet is not going
You
to,
are
you
the
know,
big blind and
My
the
read
ante.
was you
be
didn't have
Not
very
gonna ha-
abusable.
Not going to have another sippy
help
cup
that I had
incident.
7-7-7-6.
Presumably, it's some bit of carpet that's not really in the shot anyway.
No,
Another 10.
it is indoor, outdoor, high durability carpet.
Maybe
Korean
some of you
meal
long
to come
timers
out.
in the chat remember the sippy cup
No,
incident.
Dino's
I have no
a
idea what
wussy.
you're talking about.
5, 10, 15 blinds, by the way. We are up.
C2 is all in.
And Brettles has moved all in. Mike opens up this rough 10 draw.
6 folds.
Brettles is moving all in. He has a 5. And Scoop with an 8 high straight.
Oh.
And Mike limped, by the way. That was not a raise. That was a limp.
Okay, here's a question I've wanted to ask you
Okay.
for a long time. Which
Okay.
card, if you decide that you're going to throw one of those away, obviously
There's a very clear choice.
6?
No,
What?
the 7.
Why?
Because that gives us the smoothest draw. We would rather make an 86 than an 87, right? Either way, we have a gut shot.
You even?
Yeah.
That doesn't change.
I'll let you know.
We'd rather make an 86 than an 87.
Okay.
That's why.
I knew I'd get a very lucid answer out of you.
And Mike makes the call. Mike going to draw 1.
tell you
Brettles going to
after.
draw
Yeah,
half
get a
the
glass
deck.
of the
Yeah,
outside
he's going to draw 4.
Can't let that man drink
He's going to go
alone.
fish.
He put me on tilt. I
one.
just started.
I mean, I could, but it wouldn't be right.
Justified.
Yeah.
As we get the, and, you know,
You drawing 4?
That one?
Good,
what did he say?
good luck. Oh,
Thank you.
good luck.
Oh, okay.
Good luck,
Fold
Brettles.
it at 8
I
high.
tried to find a good spot. I couldn't find one.
Not a huge reaction. I don't know if the mic really picks it up, but he pointed at the camera.
So I guess there's one.
Put it at the camera like you're
Yeah.
saying something
Yeah.
to us.
Yes.
I missed that.
So 1 for Mike, who makes his 10.
If he pairs, you're in good shape. If he pairs.
Oh my God, Brettles makes an 8 high
Not
straight.
ideal.
No way.
Do I have any
Let's watch this.
single drawer?
If she
Let's
gives,
split this.
if she gives you the winner,
There's a good one.
Oh!
Oh wow.
It's a 3 side. That's fucked. Oh, it's a diamond though. I'm good. Oh my god. Oh my god. 4
You
9.
missed 10.
It's a 2 side. Shit.
2 sides. Oh.
Straight.
Yeah. You're dead.
Oh, you made a freaking 8 high hand though, drawing 4 cards.
That's the
Good
fun of it.
game.
I wish we could have cut to a camera that Dean wasn't standing in front of, but
yeah, unfortunately.
All right,
yeah,
no
that's the
problem,
spreading of
man.
the
You're
card.
proper
That's a
bubble.
lot of
Got it
fun
to
of
the
this
last
game.
card.
So Brett will be out on the
that
bubble.
was a hell of a
Here, I
Thanks
guess
for playing.
maybe so we don't spill.
Came
Sure.
all the way out
It's
here
like, I
from
had an
Houston.
8 high straight.
He loves
One
a
for
good
our-
mix game. He plays a bunch of
One
mix
for our
out there.
homies.
Yeah.
Glad you could join us
Great
out here.
guy
And
to-
hopefully
Four
next
cards
time
and
goes
you
better.
Yeah,
Like the
great
last
guy to
card.
sit at the table with. I spent a couple hours with him today.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it.
I battled with him a lot over the summer series back in
I
July.
mean, he's so young. You just wonder how much can this person know
Yeah.
about poker.
If you turned over a
And
no
he
sider,
knows a
then
lot.
he'd
And he's hanging out with some smart people out there. I know that much.
to
And
see him back
this is a
again.
godsend for RK, who
Yeah.
has just a few big blinds, but he also has min
You
cash.
guys want a beverage? Of
And
the
I'll put the payouts
non-tea
up
on the
after this
floor
hands,
variety?
so we can
Nah,
revisit
okay.
those.
I don't drink.
Now we're in the money.
Thank you, though. Thank you.
Maybe we'll get Rahul in on one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe later. Maybe
All
later.
right. All right.
When you get to heads
That
up.
was a dramatic way to go.
Yeah,
though.
that's
Draw 4,
unbelievable.
and then think you've got a shot and make a straight. And now RK, he may go with this
Oh,
hands.
I'm sorry.
He has a gut shot. His highest card is a 6, and he has a gut shot.
That is all in.
Good luck, Arlene.
1 full.
Moves all in.
How much is that?
Aaron with the queen 9
63.
will probably be drawing 1. Wants the price tag. He's fairly priced in with the big blinds being out there already,
Yeah.
and that bigger ante. This is about 50,000 into a 93,000 pot. He makes the call.
You like the call?
I think we can make this call. RK should be shoving fairly wide, being about to blind out of the tournament. Aaron going to draw 1, drawing 1 to a 9. You're going to be live a lot against this range. RK going to draw 1.
Ooh. Is that 9?
See who catches what now. Cards get tabled. Aaron, unlikely to win. He makes a pair unless RK gets a 4.
Fair, fair.
Needed a 4. Here, give him that.
Sounds good.
Nice.
RK has repaired the 3, but a pair of 3s does beat a pair of 7, so RK going to double up.
Seat 9.
You got a little bit of lucky there. Any other card other than a pair, and Aaron wins that hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if I don't draw, if I pat my queen, then you get the 7 and you make
Yeah.
a hand anyway.
It's good.
Yep, Aaron was doomed as the cards were sitting in the deck. Once he pairs, he needs RK to make the straight.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen, though.
Hey, Glenn.
So
He
now
seemed
Aaron
happy
on the
he's
short
winning
stack.
this session finally. He was like, I'm making hands.
Mike and Scoop atop the chip counts again.
He probably said something about me not.
We do have the full harvest series starting up tomorrow.
Instead of sitting
Scan
here,
that barcode, go to texascardhouse.com, go to Poker Atlas for all the details,
Even with that
or
sharp
kicking it off with the full harvest kickoff at 2 o'clock tomorrow. I'm going to get the payouts up real quick. 1185 is next ladder. We're paying for 37.50
Okay,
up top.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You are crowding in. That's funny though.
Now this next jump's going to be on a fairly small side. It's going to be one buy-in. They will get a bit bigger.
Why don't you get a rag
As
from
we
the
go
kitchen and
on.
put it on top?
The thing
So you
about
don't
this game,
bump
though,
into
is, I mean, you want to win, but you want to win
So it's like you sit there, you don't even know it's there.
almost as much to say you won this tournament and, and play well, and it's a fun game. It's almost not about the money. It always is.
We
at
want the
same time.
pride.
Yeah.
And RK finds himself a pat 9, raises and takes it.
And these guys play with each other for the most part. Brettles being a little bit of different, but they play with each other so much
Yeah.
that this is bragging rights and pride and competitiveness. And, I mean, Mike's sitting there in seat 1. He's got that game every Wednesday that all these guys like to play. Dean has his mixed game that he does frequently here.
Yeah, he does mostly limit stuff in his game.
Yeah.
But you do see a lot of draw games there. Like the traditional stuff like the deuce to 7 triple draw, ace to 5, Badoogie, Badoosie, Badacy.
Archie.
Yeah,
Sassy.
Archie a little bit more exotic. Sassy is something that should be outlawed.
I agree with you.
777
Is there
should be
anything
outlawed.
that takes longer to get through a round of than Sassy?
Occasionally draw Maha, but Sassy you get like 5 hands it down.
It also fries the
Round
brain
2.
of almost not this dealer. She'll do it fine, but it fries the brain of a lot of
Yeah,
dealers.
I heard the bartender talking about it. And then I went up
Okay,
there and I was
Dean
like,
with
I
the
need one of
perfect
those
3
too.
card
Like,
and a bonus deuce
perfect.
does raise it up. Blind versus blinds. And Scoop with a
Yeah.
pat 10.
Will's going to send you performance enhancers. I got to get on board.
That's right.
To be clear, that's not me he's talking about. That's somebody else named Will who's sending performance
Crazy
enhancements.
Will, one of my favorite people on the planet.
Scoop is going to flat with the 10. Dean draws 2. Scoop pats. Dean with the best 2-card draw, but we see he immediately gets the worst card. He makes top pair.
You just gotta scan your card again. All of them, yeah.
Let's find out what that other card is.
Gotcha.
The other one's a jack.
That's good.
Check, check.
10-9.
Scoop happy to take this one.
So who
Scoop
wins?
gonna scoop it.
Damn, I was going to do it with that one, but you snap fold if I do that one.
I have at least 5 fantasy points looking at that football score. And I don't know where the Buffalo touchdown was. Hopefully it was a rushing touchdown and it was not Josh Allen.
A Russian? You mean like Vladimir
Rushing.
Putin?
Like the Russian kinds where,
Oh.
you're not throwing the ball.
I guess a Russian touchdown in Russian would be like you score and you give yourself 3 times as many points as you actually got.
But then you fall out a window
Yeah.
or eat a polonium
Yeah,
sandwich.
Yeah, you eat a croissant with
What up, Vic?
arsenic in it.
We're in the money. We're in the money, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Victor,
You fantasy people just wear me out, though. The only thing worse than a
wasn't
fantasy
articulating
football
well,
player
that
is somebody that's betting parlays.
Oh, God, no.
That just wears me out because they always just barely missed. Well, that's the point of a parlay,
Yeah.
is to get you to just barely miss.
Victor offered a
Dean
brown
raises
bag.
his
Did you
draw
know that?
2.
Who?
And RK gonna flat with the
Did he
10
really?
draw.
I tell you.
I assume he's
I'm
drawing 1 to a 10.
Yeah.
How much was the bounty?
Dean
I
does
mean, I
draw
would've
2.
I haven't seen a lot of 2-card draws. Either haven't got
Yeah.
there or
You shouldn't be doing that often. And look at this. RK makes the 10. Dean's draw 2 will get him an 87, though.
wow. I kept getting killed by the draw 2s. This is
RK going to be on the hook for some money here.
This is going to cost, I think, RK all there is.
Like, this is a really good hand to make against the draw 2.
He checked it?
He checks the Dean. He's going to have to call this bet, I imagine. 55, about 2/3 pot.
Yeah, you're just handing Dean, the most aggressive person at the table, the opportunity to bluff at you. And all you've got is a bluff catcher. Oh, he's piling them up.
I get the thinking, like, you don't have a lot behind anyway, but I think you give Dean permission to fold to Jack, though, if you raise.
Yeah.
We don't want that. I think you just call and preserve your tournament life if this doesn't work out, which we know it's not.
Yeah.
But Dean can be bluffing a lot.
Yeah.
And a draw 2 is going to be a weaker range.
Yeah.
Where a 10 is actually doing okay against it.
Rahul's so bleeding smart. I think he just calls here or folds. I don't think he shoves. It's just, that's the first thought we all have in shoving.
He just put out the call chip.
Oh, he just called. Okay.
Going to see that Dean actually got there.
Yeah, impossible to get away from because, again, most of the time, I think greater than 50% of the time, Dean's bluffing there because you handed him the betting lead.
Yeah.
At the same time, a lot of people would have shoved there, which you're never going to get called by better hands.
You do too. Yeah, you have.
They're always our worse hands. You're always going to. I don't know. That's a tough spot. That's why 10-9 sucks.
We see our producer Kristen around to pick up the table mics that are no longer being used. Shout out to Kristen pressing the buttons, doing a great job
The cycle of
keeping
life
this show going. Also, shout out to our producer Cooper up in Dallas.
Yes, and also Josh, our tournament director, who's just killed it, just destroyed it in the last few months. Just got our structures where they need to be. We have this one had a very, very small overlay.
Tournament scene's gotten a lot better.
Oh yeah, I think
there's just
Josh is just killing it.
Even if he is a Chiefs fan, I'll forgive that.
He's a what?
A Chiefs fan.
Oh yeah, well, everybody's on
forgiven
on that train. Wagon rider.
And he might have legitimate reason to cheer for them, though.
Why?
Like he might have ties to that area. I'm not totally sure, but
he is actually from. I think he said Lawrence, Kansas.
Yeah, so he's got an excuse to cheer for Kansas
I called
City.
him a bandwagoner. He's like, I'm from Kansas.
He's got an excuse.
Yeah. As opposed to rooting for Denver when you're from Long Island.
Well, I mean, our team sucked, and they had John Elway back in the day.
Yeah, John Elway sucks.
How many Super Bowls did John Elway win?
1.
2.
He won 2?
32 and 33. He beat Brett Favre, and then he beat Atlanta. Then he retired on top.
Yeah, that's right.
We see.
I just remember him losing 3 before that.
2 players with the queen. Yeah, queen ain't gonna beat queen 9.
Sip it, baby.
Queen what?
Queen 8.
What are you doing?
Queen 8.
God, look at these.
What are you doing? Oh,
They both draw and they both make a little something.
Oh, it's
We see Josh there now in the red football jersey of a team that I won't name any further.
I'll admit, I lived in Kansas City for almost 5 years. And I became a fan of the Chiefs. It was not a very good Chiefs time with Marty Schottenheimer. That is a beautiful, the Harry S. Truman Sports Complex is a beautiful place to go and have a party. And you could have the Royals like this time of year playing right next to the Chiefs and a bunch of people drinking in the middle. So it was happy, joy.
You mentioned the Royals. I have horrible memories of 10 years ago. The Royals beating my Mets in the World Series.
Yeah, and I was there when at the beginning of my college career when George Brett and those teams were there. It was a good time to be a Royals fan. I wasn't. I was a Rangers fan.
Scoop with the 8 draw, going to continue against Dean's somewhat loose open, 10-6-6-4 under the gun. Aaron with a convertible jack, out of position. We're always going to be breaking the jack. With his stack, this is a hand that you could shove if you think you could ever get a shove through. You could also just
Oh,
call and
I
draw
think so. I think so.
and preserve your tournament life if it doesn't work out. But
I think
shoving is something that could be on the table.
I mean, there's 84 in the middle. He's got 91 behind. This is a shove.
Yeah.
This is not
So
a float.
the folds equity's not there as though is the thing. So you're just going to put the money in and you're going to draw and you're going to pray.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you're getting both players to fold. That's the argument against shoving.
Yeah. What he doesn't know is that Dean's going to fold like a lawn chair.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not going to get in the middle of that.
But then, Scoop is obviously not going to be folding that 8 draw. So Aaron
He's
is going to
just
call.
smooth. Just
But preserving your tournament life is important, though.
Yeah.
There's
Guys
a
are good
reason.
tournament players.
There's a reason Aaron has an extensive tournament resume and a bunch of trophies. The most recent one just acquired yesterday, actually, at some
Really?
other club. He won a tournament there. And congratulations to Aaron on that.
I could still
So 1, 3, 1. 1, 3, 1. Music to Aaron's ears.
wow.
Making an 86 is even more music to his ears.
Oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, none of his opponents have made anything.
Doesn't matter. He's gonna
So-
get a big chunk of change here, even if they.
You got 3/4 pot behinds. I don't know that you actually shove, though. I think you check and hope that somebody else goes for it. Then
That's
you can
exactly
easily
what I was
get.
gonna
He's
ask
gonna
you.
he's
Yeah.
gonna do the heavy lifting himself, though. He's probably also a little bit concerned that somebody has like a 10 and it goes check check.
Yeah, I think it would have gone check check.
And with
Dean
these
might
hands,
have
nobody
made a
has a
move
hand.
with the queen. You know.
Dean drew 3 and he's made a queen against 2 draw 1s. This would be a very adventurous call.
You answered the question.
But by the way, the price tag is 69. It's not quite as much as it was.
He is the chip stack or the
Yeah.
stack leader, chip leader.
She said.
They're laughing at 60.
Probably also knows if he calls, then Scoop is definitely folding.
Unless he's made a hand.
Yeah,
Scoop
I mean,
drew one.
it's
Scoop
easy
could have
to-
a hand.
It's easy for us to see, but it would have to be a hell of a hand. He does make the call.
He makes the call.
So this is going to be a big turnaround for
Good hand,
for
good hand.
Aaron.
All in.
He draws level with Dean. Both of them now
Yeah,
sitting with
it's all in.
239.
It is all in, yeah.
All in, you do have to table any hand that gets the showdown. That's right.
So really, RK just
Keeping
hanging
me
on.
honest.
Otherwise, everybody's really close to each other.
Keeping you honest.
Yeah. RK was cheering for Dean in that hand.
Yes, he was.
Good
He
spot
most
to-
surely was.
He'd be really happy if he can get a ladder. Instead, we have 4 halves and a half not. And they don't have to do anything that crazy until we see what happens with RK. Currently sitting at 5, 10, 15 blinds, and we should be going up sooner rather than later. And a lot of his chips are going to be going in on the blinds very soon. 5-handed, they come around so
This is a
quick.
good spot for him to increase his stack there.
Yeah. I thought he might have paired his 5.
Scoop has a 7 draw.
Why'd you call him?
Time to raise. 7-5-3 deuce. So
Can always
when I say a
count on
7
Dean.
draw, like I'm generally referring to a 7
Dino.
draw that does not have a straight draw. So you have a deuce. A 7 draw that has a gut shot is considerably worse. And he does make it 25, 2.5 bigs. RK had 3 to a wheel. Mike gonna call. He can draw 1 to a 10. He can draw 2 to a 5. Heads up we go. Mike on the button. I suspect this goes 1-1.
8 declared 1. 1 declared 1.
It does go 1-1. Mike gonna draw to the 10. Scoop gonna draw to the wheel. Mike with a king. Most of the deck is good for Scoop. A queen will
just
do.
Barely.
If he can get to showdown, a queen will do. Scoop checks.
Mike's not going to let him get. He knows the only way he can win this hand is by betting it.
1 bet 30.
Goes 30K.
Oh, and he makes a snappy call. Wow.
Scoop induced
Mike's
the bluff
gonna give him the
successfully.
stink eye for that call.
Lines are up, y'all. We're going to play 6,000, 12,000, 18,000 now. 6, 12, 18.
All right.
There it is, 6, 12, 18 on the
12,
blinds.
18.
So RK, when he gets the big blinds in another hand from now, he is going to have to put an entire starting stack in
6, 12,
without getting any cards.
So
30K
6, 12,
was the
18.
starting stack,
Flowers?
and 37 players, so 37 times 30.
Yeah, that's a catch.
That's like 1.2 million chips in play. We saw those payouts.
Hold on. All right. 9 fold, 1 fold. You're okay.
Now that it's over, were they
Five.
laughing about 69 in your headset? No?
No. I was laughing because she said, "Oh, it looks like 74," and he goes,
35?
"No, it's 69."
Yeah, we're all grown-ups here. We're used to that number.
He's making the move. That seat's no good anymore.
Dean opening it up with the 10 draw.
All right, see, one is moving this seat too.
Over to Scoop with the 3 to an 8.
Yeah, it's been
Blinds on
severely
blinds
damaged.
action.
Eight fold.
Good forward, good forward.
Nice. They want to
Dean's
draw
race
too.
going to take those
Got a wheel
blinds.
draw.
Me too. I have a wheel draw
So
every
flying
hand.
off has
Just
one
pitch a
spell
book.
or C2?
Got a wheel draw.
Add some cards to a wheel.
I had 2 threes.
Okay.
Did you need a 3?
That'll
No,
get the guarantee
I didn't need a
up.
3.
You had a 3?
I did.
I mean, how great would it be to
Yeah,
just
2
implement
draw to a
that in
wheel.
the tournament? Just be like,
Huh?
yeah, we're going to
2
allow
draw to a
booking.
wheel?
That's right.
Nice. Can't do it to you every blind on blind.
I know.
Well, they call
Eventually, I'm going to have a hand.
Me too. He's gonna snipe us both while we're doing stupid shit over here.
All right, 2 fold.
And we've got Aaron with a somewhat convertible jack that got shot a little bit inconvenient.
5 raised, 28.
Jack could just work out.
6
Hello to you, Pebble. Hope you're having a good evening. RK with kind of an 8 draw. And has the gut
Chris.
shot, but he's in the big blind and
Mike,
he's
nice
running
to meet
out of opportunities. He's got about 6 hands left before he's out of
you
chips.
beat me a couple times. I feel not on
Might have
this
to
table.
reluctantly go with this.
Over there, we had a couple hands. What is it?
This is
Get a jack.
28.
not good, but
See,
it's going to have to be
Nothing
good
personal,
enough.
my man.
Beggars
I like
can't
your
really be
game.
choosers.
Tear running down my cheek. Tell you.
I like your game. I like your game, but I respect it because I saw after that.
Arcade
king,
draws
when you
1,
showed
Aaron
that
in
king,
position.
I respect your game.
Very likely
so
to be patting the jack, which is a favorite against the draw
I'll
1.
find a fold
One
here.
discard and
I'll
one
find a
back.
fold here and there, but I mean, I don't know. I had a
There
read.
is the
What do you want to
pat.
do?
Okay.
We'll see what RK catches.
Can you rescan your hand, please?
Moves all in.
Hand? See, not
Presumably
gold.
he's made something. He's being asked to rescan the hands. We'll find out what it is.
29.
29,000 and Aaron getting amazing pot odds, but also a very face-up situation. So does he call? Presumably RK can beat a jack. That's my presumption here. We don't actually have the 5th card. I don't think he would have moved all in though if he didn't make a hand.
Did you read that comment? That's the best comment we've had all night.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up here.
Hang on, we gotta see these cards first.
Okay, yeah, there's the whole poker game thing.
Yeah.
But that's very
Hey,
important.
yeah, we discussed the comments. Don't worry.
Thank you.
That's what you get for running out of the room. You miss these things.
Okay, I had to check the table.
Don't worry, table's all good.
Yeah, it's
They're playing
still
poker.
there. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
we still have the table. Yeah, they didn't pick it up and carry it away.
That would be a load.
Not sure you ever bluff here, ever. Ever, ever. Ever, ever, ever. So what's the point?
I agree.
I do too. Aaron's so damn smart. In case y'all don't know Aaron very well, he is a nuclear physicist. He has got a big brain.
You knew that, but you didn't know he was from Colorado.
That I did. Yeah, some things stick with me, and some things I don't care about. You tell me you're a nuclear physicist, I'm going to pay attention. You tell me you're from
Sorry,
Long
guys. I
Island,
know
I'm
this
going to go.
feels trivial,
What?
but it
You're
seems
fine.
No, it's
like
fine.
I just don't think he's ever.
Every chip does matter.
It does.
Zero
does.
You want to go.
in this game makes it reasonable.
C9 wins.
I wish we
Good
knew
hand.
what that card was. It would be the most amazing
Feels
thing
like a
ever if
weird
somehow
hard spot
RK
to
was
play.
not good.
Feels like a
If
weird
you
hard
had
And
some
then
sixes.
C8.
That might be that could rival the bluff we saw on
Jack high
the
straight.
final table last week, where we saw aces incorrectly folded on the flop or the turn rather.
But
Later.
if he,
Thanks,
Thank you, Miranda.
Yep, that was a move.
And
I mean,
we do
I-
have a
I
dealer
hear what you're
change.
saying, but I also
Let's
think
plug
there's another
Trailblazer
side
again
to
back
that.
after this.
The Trailblazer Poker Tour is back for season 2. With over $2 million guaranteed at this stop, it all kicks off in Dallas and Las Colinas. Top 100 players in the Trailblazer Season 2 leaderboard will qualify for the $100,000 invitational free roll. Be part of the action and take your shot at the prize. See the full schedule now at TexasCardHouse.com to lock in your seat for the Trailblazer Poker Tour.
I'm digging that music. That little 4/4 time. I'm kind of like,
I can't wait. So here's the schedule again for the entire tour. 6 stops, once
If you don't
again,
snap
running
call,
it
I think
back.
it's like you're
This
just
time,
never
though, it's
gonna be able
Dallas
to
that gets to
fire.
have the 2 stops and not us. Darn. We got to wait until April to have it here in Austin. But guess I'll be driving around Texas some. And
put some miles on. What do you drive?
I drive a Honda. Nothing all that fancy. It does the job, though.
Yeah, and you get good gas mileage, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I went to a smaller car, and I'm just amazed how far I can get on a smaller car tank.
Single-handedly made you check.
I'm a total failure as a Texan. Like, I'm driving a very Long Island car. I'm not driving a giant pickup like half of Texas does.
You know, after the death of the Porsche, I went to a small Audi, and it takes me forever to use a tank of gas. It's awesome. I'm not a good Texan either. I'm driving a German car. I am a good German, half German.
RK with 2 pair. Gonna limp in. 9s and 6s with a 4. Mike gonna check with a hand that'll be drawing 1.
C8 draws 2 and C2 draws 1.
2-1, no surprise there. Mike could have also considered attacking RK's limp as weakness. You never mind taking it
Mike
down.
can always
without
get a reaction
the,
out of you,
gives me the
man.
look.
Yeah, he's all about the
Check.
look. C8 check.
His name is Coop, by the way. Who's Coop? What Coop are you talking about, Keith?
Scoop.
Butter.
Okay, Scoop.
Yeah.
Well, the screen says Scoop. And so the thing to know about me is that whatever they put on the screen, I'm going to just Ron Burgundy that.
Luckily, we didn't have to do the cerebral very long. I'd like to remind everybody, this is TCH Social, Austin, Texas. This is Uncle T with the New York Knit, the Long Island Lasher, the Ayatollah of Slow Rolla, Will Lottie. And don't forget on 9/26, we're going to have a TGIF XL. Thank God it's Friday. XL, 40K, no limit hold'em tournament. Come here. That Friday night tournament is fantastic. Josh is rolling it up, ramping it up for the 9/26 date. Keep that in mind.
Aaron has a wheel draw. Aaron's actually in the big blinds. He's not under the gun. But Aaron's going to be playing this hand most likely since it's a wheel draw. We'll wait for the graphics to get the positions sorted out.
Yeah, you love seeing that 7-5-4 deuce.
Dean opens up his 10-9-7 deuce. Gonna fold to Aaron, who Still has wheel draw. Could call, could re-raise. You're against the under the gun opener, so he'll have the strongest range and can call and just try and make something happen, or perhaps induce Dean's a bluff. 1 and 1.
Dino in the hand, Dean in the box.
Aaron drawing much better than Dean. Dean with a 10-9 draw. And Aaron makes number 4, 7-6-5-4 deuce.
Wow.
And Dean with a 10.
What a bingo. That's 6.
Does he lead? If he checks, does Dean do any betting here?
Say again? I moved back to Austin.
Boy, this is going to be hard for Dean to get away from because he's got a bluff catcher.
You know what?
Yeah, like
I'm thinking, let's play Dean's aggression against him. Let's go like 35 or 40 and try to induce a jam. He is going to check.
10 minutes. Yeah.
Which is definitely in Dean's range.
He says 10.
Oh,
he's checking.
Missing value there.
Yeah,
of course Aaron doesn't know, but you bet 35-40 there, you get called or raised.
Yeah, leading into the early position opener is also going to look very strong.
Yeah. In this game, Lottie, what I've noticed is everything looks strong. If with these players at their quality level, everything looks strong. This game is a game of really uncomfortable moments.
I know they don't want it on there because I got to put my cards there.
That's why you don't see a lot of snapping off of anything.
I mean, I had an 8 and I snapped off a bet from RK. I lost. He had a 7. I had number 6.
I knew that was coming.
I had pad number 6.
The comedic pause you put in there and told me that you lost that hand.
Still no regrets. It's like if you have a middle set and you snap off a flop shove. They're going to have a top set every now and then.
Yep.
Mike going to get aggressive from the button. Sitting with 3 to a 9. Gets it through.
Hand 48. We're just racking through them. Dean in the box. Kristen in the action tracker. Mr. Lottie and I. Pleased to be with you tonight. On a beautiful day today. So nice and cool. I'm ready for the fall.
Pretty rainy.
I don't think so.
I could have decided to completely eschew this tournament and go down to the track for the World Endurance Race today.
This isn't part of this
And
series,
I didn't
right?
miss a whole lot because the rain.
Since it's just
And
like a monthly
You
tournament.
started it off by saying you
completely
tournament?
eschew the
I think it's
tournament.
something fun for a deuce
I could
seven.
say, screw the 7, the deuce to 7. I'm going to go watch a race.
Eschew?
Eschew. ESCHEW.
You know,
That's a fancy word.
eschew in Texas is some red man and a big
For the
cheat.
winner.
You know, I mean, it's
What am I chewing?
eschew.
Aaron has a pat 10 on the button.
He does not eschew a raise.
Seat 6 fold. Seat 7 fold. Hands over.
Gets it through. You know, one of the things I like about deuce to 7 is you do get a lot of hands in.
Yeah.
It's not a really, at the opposite
It's a
of
good pour.
of
But
some
yeah,
other games,
I went a little hard last
some
night.
other mix games. This goes pretty quick. It's usually heads up, almost always.
Yeah. And you only have 2 streets.
Yeah, and you get a lot of folds on that. People don't take a long time to fold.
What were you drinking?
But you know what? I'll have fewer hands per hour if it's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
Like think about hold'em. You could have 30 hands an hour of raise and take it, or you can have 20 hands an hour of insanity. Which
Yeah.
one would you rather have?
The
Yeah, I
cab or
agree
what?
with you.
Say what Mike would rather have. He'd rather have this Pat 9.
I think he would.
C2 raising.
And no surprise, he raises, what is that, 22, 27?
27-ish? No, 32.
32.
That's your white chip in there.
Mike's moved over in kind of a dead zone in between the cameras. I'm going to go out there and tell him to scoot one way or the other.
I'm
You're
sure
drinking
production
expensive
told
wine
him where to
and she's
sit.
drinking expensive wine.
Yeah,
You
they
think
probably
that'd be
told him to move around. It's just kind of between the cameras. So we want to see Mike's pretty face. There's not enough gray in there.
I see plenty of Mike.
You think that's all the Mike we need?
I see plenty of Mike.
Okay.
He wants to see the other players. He wants to steal the chips. No need for him to be sitting in that one seat.
One of my favorite people in the poker club, Mike. Just the nicest guy to cut your throat in a hand.
Yeah.
There's
And-
nothing that is more irritating than Mike cutting your throat in a hand and then looking at you and laughing that sweet laugh of his, you know, where it's just you just don't want to
But
be
that's
happy
for, like,
with him at
special
that moment, but it's
occasion.
kind of hard. Kind of hard not to be happy with
So
him.
everyday drinker.
Also, maybe Mike's moved over in the last half hour. Remember, the images we're seeing happened half an hour ago.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Just like the images you're seeing happened half an hour ago. We're talking in the here and now.
Yes, we're
They're
here-
talking.
yeah, we're
We're
not
seeing
on-
half an hour ago.
Yeah, we're in the here. We live in the now.
I wanted to see it before they got to me. I didn't need to.
And RK going to move all in from the small blind. He's got a 10 draw. Mike has a 9 draw. In fact, he has the queen. This is callable. Like occasionally, you're going to catch RK with a draw too, and you're going to pat the queen.
So you think he's going to eschew a fold?
That's not quite how I use that word, but yes. But it is a perfectly good word, just like, I don't know, embiggen or cromulent
What was the what?
or nougat.
Nougat. You mean nougat? I love nougat. Three Musketeers.
The Simpsons, they made up the words embiggen and cromulent, and
Oh, is that
those are
Simpsons?
actually in the dictionary now.
I'm more of a family guy.
67.
Old school Simpsons.
Yeah, very old school. I never could get into that show.
Poor guy. Like,
Dude, Mike can
I've
get
never seen
through
that
any
before.
amount of like.
I had to sit through a
ICX
movie once.
career.
Mike
Dating
was
a girl
thinking
that
this
loved
over.
him. It just stared at the screen with a sneer on my face the whole time.
Mike lets it go.
Mike gives it up. Nice play, RK.
I had a good hand.
oh,
Eli.
I did draw 1 to a 10. I did draw 1 to a 10. What? But I had 5 bigs, so I had to shift it.
You folded?
I had a good.
I had to draw 1 to a 10.
Yeah. I saw it. Yeah, the guy that left him in and folded to 29.
Left him in my dick. Saved
Just tell us if you
29,000.
Ede and Aaron
one?
just giving Mike the stink eye on that fold.
It's never.
Aaron's too good.
Yeah, it's never.
Too good.
C6 fold.
I should have just shifted in. I don't know why I left that 30 there too.
Pre-flop.
Aaron under the gun, thinking about his ace, queen, 7, 4, 3.
I mean, I missed.
And
C7. I guess
Scoop's going to raise. Looks like.
You're trying to tell me you bluffed me?
No, I'm saying I didn't bluff.
No, he didn't.
Oh.
Like, it's never.
There, color.
Now, one of the things I like about this game is you don't get those silly percentages out to the side. So you guys, you have to watch and think to yourself, what is the equity? You know, this is not a game where we talk about the equity much.
C5, draw 2.
And you know, what would make Aaron play this hand?
C8, draw 1.
You were like, I saw the king when you flipped.
It's like we're going to take 2 and 1.
I saw King 10. This is the first
Makes
time.
sense.
But I also saw like a 3.
I was drawing 1 to a 10.
Oh my gosh, Aaron just almost nailed it.
Makes
10-8
the
for
pair.
Scoop.
How good was
He's
my
going to
what?
check it
How
and
good was
get
my
bet
10?
into immediately, unless he decides to
No, I was.
bluff
I had
at
a 10.
this.
Well, yeah. But I had no other
Yeah,
option.
he does check.
Like,
I mean,
like you have an option. You have a
he's
good
gonna have
stack.
to
I have
fold
to
to a
like, go all
bet
in.
here.
See that side. 45,000. C5 fold. I like
Scoop taking that one.
So you can see Scoops out in front. Everybody's, it's with the exception of RK, everybody's got a very serviceable stack. It just takes one hand for these things to flip around between the top four. Even if RK doubles up, he's right back into the mix.
I wonder if we see a big bluff before we see RK either double up or bust.
A big what?
A big bluff. I wonder if that's holding it back a little bit with some of these bigger stacks. Like, we don't want to go broke before RK from a standpoint of ICM.
Yeah.
Brendan asking what's first place. First place is $37.50, if I recall correctly. We'll put the payouts up after this hands. These players have all locked up $895. Next payout is $11.95.
Yeah, the next step up is, what'd you say, one entry, so up to about
so it's like one. So we go from $895 to $11.95.
$11.95.
RK with an 8 draw.
67.
And put most of his chips in. Not quite all of them. Perhaps thinking there's some world where he folds if all hell breaks loose behind him. Instead, he's going to raise and take it. And then we're going to remind you all what we're playing for this evening. We're playing for $3,750 out of this $10,000 prize pool. 37 entries, $300 buy-in. $37.50 up top. Then $2,500, then $1,670, $11.85, $8.95 is what all 5 of these players have locked up. We popped the bubble probably about a level ago at this point. Half hour.
I played in your game. I don't ever see you playing in mine, right?
Yeah, I've never
I play in your game. You don't play in mine.
Yeah, and almost all of these players, with the exception of Dean, have been playing.
at least
Well,
3
Raul
times.
came late too. They've been
Yeah,
playing
absolutely.
since noon
But you don't play. You've never played in mine.
Yeah,
so.
this tournament started at
morning,
noon.
So
Yeah.
Fairly quick day's work, though. So as they're sitting there, it's almost 9 o'clock or half an hour.
I mean, that's what most people will say.
Just
C9 fold.
You're definitely in a
9 hours to profit at least $595. If you're playing 1-2, that's something you'd sign up for. That's a good hour
Yeah,
if you're playing
that's a
1-2.
good hourly rate.
It's not even a bad 2-5 hour rate.
Unless you're like a lawyer or something like that, that's a pretty good hourly rate.
AA Ron with a pat 9. Mike raised. And Aaron likely to be free betting.
What day is the main day that you do?
He does it on
Yeah, see, I
Wednesdays.
work. I close Wednesdays.
85,000 is the 3 bet from AA Ron. This will fold back to Mike. This will get through. Jack 10, 7, 7, 4, an awful draw.
Sorry, I just moved it. Sorry.
Against the 3 bet. And so, Aaron pulling ahead of Mike.
First person draws 5, gets 6.
First person to book. Yeah.
They're asking
Who
about
the
the
game
book
that
rules.
was it, Red
So,
Star came over here?
in the cash game that we run here on Wednesdays, the first player to discard all 5 cards on the draw rounds gets a 6th card with
Y'all
their
got too
draw.
much money.
And you get to use your best 5 cards.
God, I wish
broke,
that was
man.
true.
That's a rule in the cash game. That's not a tournament rule. That's
Yeah,
not a rule you find most places.
Rolling
But
in it. I'm gonna lay it all
it
out
does
on my
spice things
bed.
up a little bit.
Somebody
wildest
who
dreams.
came up with that was drinking tequila that night, I guarantee you.
I'll try to play it at some point. I'll get
Yeah, it
on
makes
it.
sense.
Always Wednesdays.
That's what I love about our mixed games is we play them here. There's always something we can play for that's unusual or silly or.
If I'm off, I'll be here.
Gene without the chips to start blindly attacking from the button. Scoop with a jack. Fairly rough one, but does have a jack. The draw is not great since there is the gut shot. But this is a very openable hand.
36.
Goes 36. Might need to go a little bit bigger to get the big blind to fold out some of the borderline stuff. If his hand is above borderline, his hand is an 8 draw. So he will be continuing. So we have the same question as before.
Yeah. Will
Do
he
you
shove?
call and preserve your tournament life?
Yeah.
Or do you just go for the gusto and put Scoop in potentially a tough
And he
spot?
did call last time.
It's a little bit different. You're out of
We've
position.
been playing a
with the
lot more
jack.
like normal stuff.
He is going to move
Like
all in.
Morse and do 7 triple draw. You play triple draw, right?
I don't particularly like it, yeah. It's all limit stuff.
So
I have a night where we play pot limit.
this is a nightmare for Scoop.
call
So
whatever,
let's say you
like,
call. You have to
official
decide what to do
WSOP
first.
game there is.
If you say Pat and RK says Pat,
Kilo,
you
Big
lose.
O, no
Yeah,
limit,
If you
single
draw,
all that.
you're probably drawing 1 and you have a gut shot. And it's a 98 draw that may be dead anyway. Occasionally it'll be dead.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not as great of a spot as it might seem for Scoop.
And it's a 35% of his stack, so that's
It is. Not that he'll be in panic mode if he should double up RK, but it won't be great.
no, he does give up the chip lead already.
Hands the chips over to RK.
Staying
Hands his cards
alive.
back to the dealer. And RK
Almost like this cockroach up there, man. You just can't
with
get rid
another
of him.
pickup.
Oh, I know he's still got the chip lead just barely
Nice
over
hand, man.
Aaron, who's made a pretty good comeback.
And-
Probably was the lowest stack.
He
any
was
stack
short.
got.
He was short near the bubble. He was short at one point, and he spun up. RK no longer in last place, by the way, with that last pickup.
Time again, Mike.
Dean now the
I
short
don't
stack.
think he started off before we got to this final table in really good position. He led most of the day today. Did. Now at the bottom of the 5. Still plenty to make people uncomfortable with.
Nice.
As we play, what hand are we on?
Hand number 55.
55.
Aaron with an 8 draw with a gutter. Rougher 8 draw, but very openable hands.
Excuse me, 28,000.
Says this with the gun, but it is hijack. We are 5-handed.
28,000.
Dean almost with a good draw. 7-3 deuce good. We want one more. Mike with the 9 draw on the big blinds.
Then I had a get shot.
Very similar to RK's hand before.
Will defend. This probably goes 1-1. If Aaron's extra card was a pair with this gut shot, maybe that pushes you more towards a snow. Like if you have that extra blocker. Not the case here. They go 1-1. See what these cards are.
Ooh.
They've both made their hand. This could be disaster for Mike. He makes a 97, but Aaron an 86.
Oh, this could be
Aaron might 86 Mike right out of this tournament. We'll
Mike.
see.
He's got him covered by just a little. This is where you don't see raise, re-raise very often.
This is a hand that could end up in a check raise. Aaron is going to put out a bet.
5 bets, 45,000.
45,000, a little over half pot. Would love a raise. We'll see if Mike restrains himself, though. That is a possibility, especially with the short stack not being so short anymore. He does restrain himself. He just calls.
Wow.
Mike saves his tournament life.
Yeah, he's not happy right now, but I'm happy with him because that could have
been curtains,
Yeah,
and
that could have been a
instead
shove right
Aaron
over the
takes the
top
chip
there.
lead, but Mike is still third place.
Close.
tell why these players are really good. I mean, they just have not put themselves in a position of getting knocked out.
Oh, we're on break.
Yeah, 5,000.
And players are going to be on a short break.
Yeah, 10-minute break coming up.
10-minute break
So
now.
this is our 10-minute break. We want to thank you. This is Will, the Skill, Lottie, and Uncle T,
35.
and TCH Social here in Austin, Texas. Deuce to 7 single draw. We'll be back in a moment.
You take a break. I'll hang out here with chat.
You just got no place to be?
I got no place to be.
You want me to
I'm
get you something?
I booked for the
I think
evening.
you
I'm
gave me
good.
34.
I
A
come
drink,
here, I lock in, I'm good to go.
cheesecake?
I'm good to go.
Okay.
I show up here.
Masseuse?
I'm good.
You
I
did
show
the
up
right
here,
thing
I
with my
lock in
stack,
for a
sir.
4-hour show. We'll see whether we go 4 hours or not tonight.
They're heavy, which is good.
That's good.
Hope you're all doing great out there.
Bonus bucks.
I am even. You're even, Mike? So there must be some odds over there.
So I think
Oh,
we're
you're
going to be
selling yellow?
getting rid of the 1Ks. I don't know if we're getting rid of the 1Ks or if we're just cleaning up the 1Ks.
20K.
Payouts on this tournament tonight, 37 entries. Prize pool of 10K. We did overlay slightly. That $300 buy-in does include a club access fee. So it's not all going in the pool. First place, $37.50. Second place, $2,500. Third place, $1,670. $11.85 for fourth place. $8.95. The min cash. All 5 of these players have secured that much.
I could value bet worse.
And let's talk about some
Yeah.
upcoming tournaments. We got the Full Harvest Mini Series
Just drilled my perfect card.
starting tomorrow. Over 200,000 in guarantees. All this coming week here at TCH Social Austin, culminating in a 100K guarantee main event. We're going to stream that final table here next Sunday. Going to kick it off tomorrow at 2 with the Full Harvest Kickoff. You see there's a rebuy roundup happening Monday night. There's a PLO happening Tuesday. There's going to be a Taurus on Wednesday. Full schedule is at texascardhouse.com or on Poker Atlas. You can scan that QR code if this is on your big screen and you've got your phone out. Also this Sunday, we've got the Big O at the Capitol. We're going to be doing this on the second Sunday of every month. First Sunday will be No Limit Deuce. Second Sunday will be Big O. Third Sunday will be PLO. Fourth Sunday will be the Showdown at the Capitol, No Limit Hold'em. Second Sunday of the month, $300 buy-in, 15K guarantee on this Big O tournament. 30-minute blinds, 30K starting stack, just like you had here, starting at noon on Sunday. Here at TCH Social Austin. TexasCardHouse.com or Poker Atlas for all the details there. And I will throw a Trailblazer Tour promo up. Be right back.
The Trailblazer Poker Tour is back for Season 2. With over $2 million guaranteed at this stop, it all kicks off in Dallas and Las Colinas. Top 100 players in the Trailblazer Season 2 leaderboard will qualify for the $100,000 invitational free roll. Be part of the action and take your shot at the prize. See the full schedule now at TexasCardHouse.com to lock in your seat for the Trailblazer Poker Tour.
Yeah, the Trailblazer Tour coming back later this month. Dallas and Las Colinas, the first stop. Spring, Edinburgh, Houston, Dallas again, and Austin. Roughly once a month, roughly one per month. A little gap in March. Over $7 million in prize money awarded last season.
It's been a couple years since I dealt with RFID cards, and they feel like they've improved significantly. Yeah, they're not as like.
They have improved significantly.
Pretty cool.
These RFID cards, they actually feel like real cards.
Expecting it, yeah.
The old cards felt like chunks of plastic. Shout out to RF Poker for the setup and these wonderful cards. It feels a lot better for us players as well as those dealers who, those old cards, they were tough to shuffle and stick together a lot. It's like there was an RFID chip in the middle. That's how we get the cards up on the graphics. You see those targets on the table. There's scanners under those. There's a scanner under that flop board in front of the dealer. And it reads the chip, and that's how we know what card it is. And actually, production does not know the cards as they're doing it. They just know the cards were scans. We don't know the cards until it shows up on this delay. For maximum game integrity, we are on a half-hour delay. This break you're seeing happened half an hour ago. And this was a 10-minute break. And hope you're all having a good time. No Limit Deuce to 7, one of my favorite games. We've seen some fun hands. We've seen some coolers. We've seen definitely a lot of tournament thinking as as far as ICM goes. We see some bolds that might have been calls. We've seen some calls that might have been shoves. Football started up this week. Any early NFL takes from the crowd? I went into the season thinking that my Broncos could give the Chiefs a scare, but the Chiefs still win the division. But now I'm starting to think Denver could win the division. They didn't play great today, but they played good enough to win, and that's more than you can say for Kansas City on Friday. That was a takeaway, and apart from that, it's mostly just crossing my fingers that my fantasy players don't get hurt. That's already not trending in a great direction. Something happened at Bowers today. McCaffrey's already whining about his calves.
When they put out their discards, usually the players just sit them right there and you pitch to them. Those discards have to be brought all the way up to the flat boxes, like right above it, in order for the system to read that it's a discard.
Yeah, so who do you think is going to end up prevailing tonight? Do we think it's going to be Aaron? Do we think it's going to be Scoop? Do we think it's going to be Mike? Do we think it's going to be RK? Do we think Dino's going to come from behind up next? We've seen Aaron go from worst to first. We see RK digging himself out of the hole.
I'm always putting my money on Aaron.
Yeah, he would be the crowd favorite. He's probably the betting favorite. The most accomplished player at this table, I believe, tournament-wise.
You want me to get you anything?
I'm still good.
Bong and a blintz?
No, definitely not
Pipe
that.
and a pancake?
No.
Doobie and a donut?
Nope, I'm quite good.
JY, what's your number? I'll ask you when I get back here. I was gonna say why I asked you. I have the data. Tell you now so you couldn't.
Just a few more minutes, and then we'll be back to playing poker here at TCH Social Austin. No Medusa 7 single draw.
Really in the box. One of our action trackers in the box.
We see players reconvening. We can also start slightly sooner if everybody's at the table and ready to go. They don't have to take the full break. And I believe the next stop is going to be 10, 15, 25. The 1Ks appear to be out of play now.
It's right there. You got
So
plenty of time. She'll make it
next
real
blind
fast.
you'd play would be 10, 15, 25 since we just have the 5Ks. Looks like they haven't bothered with the 25Ks, and I don't blame them. Only about 1.2 million chips in play, and this will be over before we get to that point.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those 25Ks anyway.
I love those big chips. Give me the big chips. I'm the guy who wants the big chip. I'm the guy, like, that's the last chip I'm going to give up. Give me my big denominations.
Nothing more irritating than thinking you're doing well and you go down to one table, you go down to a final table, somebody rolls up from the other table with a big giant stack of red chips.
Yeah, would you rather they have 2 racks of white chips?
Yes.
That's a lot. And I'll tell you what, I'll open up my wallet. I'll pull out like a $100 bill, and I'll pull out everything else in my wallet, and you can pick which one, and you'll probably pick the thing that's more pieces of paper.
Yeah.
And there's less than $100 worth of pieces of paper in my wallet, apart from
Yeah, but it's
100.
a wad. It looks good.
It looks good. And you know, let's just play 4-8 limit then. We can just have all the dollar chips. How about that?
That's what we do a lot of when we play the mixed games. Is there'll be a lot of white chips on the table.
Oh, and here we go. We've got poker happening. 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 25 as promised. I knew that.
Yeah. By the way, folks, come see us next Wednesday. This coming Wednesday, we'll have a 5, 10, 25 PLO game. I'll be here with Sam, Samantha.
That's a big PLO game.
Yeah, that I'm really looking forward to. It's 8K
Deal with it. Dealer at
max.
the floor. Get this fucking.
And those players told me a lot of them are buying in for 8K. I'm
Hey,
really
Ron with the
looking-
walk.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to that. We haven't had a big PLO game in quite a while in the live stream, so it'll be fun. Come join us.
If you want another big cash game this week, check out our Dallas stream on Tuesday.
You guys,
Hey, Ron
chopped
on the
it or
call
just
for that
played
one.
roulette,
Usually some
fully
big
yesterday?
stakes hold them. I don't know exactly
Played it
how
up.
big the
Played up?
stakes are week to week,
Yeah, it
but
started heads
that's
up
a big
down
game.
2-1.
Who was
You
the
see lots of
person
players
that
with
does-
5 figures on
His
the
name's
table in
Thomas,
that thing.
local tournament guy. Yeah, good guy.
Redhead?
No, he's got a beard, middle-aged, really nice guy. Yeah, we talked about it when we got to 4, and pretty much everybody was just like, "We're just playing this out."
Yeah.
It was good because like nobody was like pushing
And
for
we
a
got
chop.
8
You had
draw
to
for
like
Scoop.
turn him down. It was just like everybody was like, "Yeah, we're playing."
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if this plays out. The rule here about chopping is that we will allow the players 1 timeout to run ICM numbers, and they are free to negotiate anything else. If they end up not making a deal, they want to check again, the clock's going to keep running. Scoop makes it 45 with the 8 draw. Dean can draw 3, the 6-4 deuce. Sixes and deuces do offer a bit of blocker information.
25 more.
45 total.
45 total.
He's got 15 out there, so that would be 30 more. That would be a significant chunk of his stack on a draw 2. And on a draw 2, Scoop can actually pat a queen. Dean lets it go. Almost had enough. But the problem is, you're the big blind. You just put 40K out there, and there's only 100
And here's a
left.
short stack, yep.
He's going to be blinding out of the tournament before long. That said,
You were
Mike's not that
behind.
far behind him.
No.
And Mike's going to take the rounds of blinds next.
Yeah.
If I'd wanted those.
And each round now costing you 50K.
Yeah, even RK can't just sit back
ready
and
to
wait
call.
for a ladder up here. I mean,
Yeah, this is coming to a head really quick.
Yeah.
There were 37 players,
What
right?
did you do?
And a starting stack was 30K.
Yep.
So there are 74 big blinds in play in this tournament.
Mostly what?
Since
Okay.
half a starting stack is now your big blind.
That is why you are Will the Net.
The power of algebra. Solve for X.
What's a toilet?
Toilet.
Carry the 1.
Toilet.
I never
It's a
could solve
toilet.
for my ex.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
you
toilet,
mean
Ever heard
now?
of a toilet
Yeah.
or a
No.
washing machine?
Never could
Never
figure out
wrestled
that
in the
girl.
backyard?
RK with this 10 draw.
9 raise.
How long you been retired?
That was just over the min.
How long you been retired?
35. Mike's going to fold. He should be folding a lot here for ICM reasons.
I gave myself an employment contract, so I'm still getting paid, basically, but I don't have to do
RK going to get this through. Big victory for him.
Takes him up to 215.
Yeah, my mom is 81 and she won't retire. She's one of those people where she just can't stop working. She just won't.
Dean down in the dumps with Mike.
Right now, she works at a school on a board, and she
Well,
just,
Chatters, you're quiet. Say something
she
cute.
always works.
Say something
doesn't
funny.
know how to stop.
Let us know where you're watching from.
I think
at
she likes
least.
to get out of the house.
Yeah.
Let's
there you
find
go.
out what corners of the world we've reached this evening, or morning or afternoon, depending on where you are. Maybe it's Monday and you're hard at work, but you're also
Still plays
listening
like
to TCH Live to pass
10
the
or
time.
2-3 days a week. Just 8.
Yeah.
Shout out
Great.
to our friends in Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah, where's the Kiwi?
We had so many Australians back in the day. It was.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know what draw, but I can't
Is
see.
it like your battery pack?
Mike has an open ender. It looks like a 7 draw, but it's not. Aaron has an 8, which is an 8.
86, and he's going to push in here. Don't know if Mike will be able to fold this.
100K is the size he goes with. We'll see what happens before we get back to Mike. I think Mike has a pretty clear choice.
Yeah.
Which is going to get back to him. I think this is a very easy fold. You have an open-ended straight draw. This draw really sucks.
Yep.
He's going to go with it, though. He's going to go with it.
You said a pretty easy play, and I'm like, yeah, I'm leaning towards a push.
Yeah, honestly, I probably would have folded that without putting any money in.
Wow.
So he's going to draw one, and he's going to see he's in a world of trouble. He needs a deuce and a deuce alone to stay alive. He has 3 outs.
Deuce only?
Yeah.
Just a deuce. An 8 won't do it. A 3 won't do it. He makes a queen, and Mike is going to be eliminated in 5th place.
Yeah, Mike.
You're a good
Yo,
bluff.
Good job, Mike.
I believe it. I believe it. I was like, it's a good bluff.
Yeah.
Good game. Good game.
In a world of trouble against that 8.
I was like, holy
So
shit.
895
I was like,
for
oh,
Mike,
man,
1185 for
I
these
folded
remaining
it.
players.
I was like, oh, wow.
1670 the next page
That was
up.
on
So
rounds. Yeah.
more than a buy-in this time. Almost $500. This is going to be a bigger.
Is that what
jump.
fell?
Still playing for that $37.50 grand prize. We see
That's
Aaron
what fell?
Yeah, Red jumping way out.
over
in front.
$500,000.
Yeah, he's jumped way out in front now.
Yeah,
And now Aaron can just beat on these remaining players.
Yeah,
and
Dino's so
score
close
the
to,
chips.
just being blinded out
Big
here.
O.
The Big O and
Diego does
And RK's not far behind him either.
He does this
Each round of blind's going to cost $50K, and there's just 4 players.
also does a
So
D7, like
you
me.
hardly get a break.
Yeah.
They used to have a round around on Sunday, but
That's
that
what I was-
doesn't,
I
yeah,
guess
that
that's
doesn't
what-
happen anymore.
Coming down to it. 2 wins in 1 weekend would be the dream,
Yeah,
wouldn't
it
it?
would. Pizza's going to be on Aaron if he does.
Aaron, no, Dean rather, is 6-5-4-3. Another open ender. We don't love the open ender, but Dean is out of chips. He's got to go with a scoop with a 9 draw. And the deuces are not good for Dean, actually. So, and neither is the 7. So 3 of Dean's anti-outs are sitting dead.
Yeah, but he does want the deuce anyway. Would give him a straight. So
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dean's anti-outs.
Oh, you're saying they're not good for him if he hit one, right?
7s and deuces are bad. The 6 is no good either.
Right.
And scoop with a choice here. Dean doesn't have a lot of chips. Not that anybody other than Aaron really has a lot of chips, but we could consider calling here. Gonna let it go. Gonna see if Aaron does the dirty work, and he has an 8.
Oh my gosh.
Aaron's gonna do the dirty work, and Dean's gonna need an 8 and an 8 alone to stay alive in this tournament. Once again, we're looking at a 3-outer.
Aaron on an absolute heater.
Got another 8?
Yeah.
Back-to-back 8s.
That's pretty much what we said, Dino.
Living the life.
8 and an 8
And
only.
Dean gets a queen.
You got a
and
queen
Dean's
as
going to be out
well?
in 4th place.
Wow.
Good game, bro. Good game.
Couple of queens for Mike and Dean, and they are gone.
Wow.
Dean not going to be able to take it down this time. He
Back-to-back
will
bad 8s. Julia
receive
is my
1185
dealer.
for his
Let's
troubles.
go.
1670 for these remaining 3 players. 2500 is going to be 2nd place. 3750 up top. And AA Ron with more than half the chips now as we play
Much
three-handed.
more. Yeah, I mean, you're basically looking at
And we have Scoop in ICM prison essentially with RK sitting on that short stack.
Back-to-back pad 8s for this man.
Yeah, he's basically got.
He's like, great. I don't give a shit.
Not only did he get back-to-back 8s, he actually won with both of them.
Yeah.
I got pad 8s in a short span of time, and I'm sitting in this booth now.
But think about how much
ladder
fun
ups
you had.
over here for
Yes, it's a
Rahul,
fun
man.
time.
Sick ladder ups.
And with the chips that I had when I busted, like I was probably not making the money anyway.
Yeah.
Like my win rate is probably higher doing the show than it is trying to make any money out of that stack. RK has 3 aces, which is too many aces. Aaron with Pat Jack.
Yeah.
Blinds on blinds. This is a playable hand.
All in.
Gonna
Ooh,
just say all in. He's
max
gonna put
pressure.
Scoop to the test, and Scoop doesn't want to go broke. He has a 9.
Oh.
He doesn't want to go broke before RK, but I don't think that's going to be the outcome here. I don't see any worlds where Scoop doesn't double up here.
Yeah, this is too
So
good
he's
a
going to
night.
call.
Yeah, it's too
And
good a
then
night.
Aaron has to draw 2 to be live. I don't expect him to draw 2. He's going to pat because he has a jack.
Uh-oh.
I
Jack ten, you got
suspect. Pat, yeah. So Aaron just gave almost half his chips to Scoop.
Wow, what a turnaround.
Yeah, the thing is that Jack 10-8, like You're going to draw one, and you might be drawing dead anyway.
Yeah.
You're going to draw two, and you're probably not drawing dead, but you're drawing two.
Yeah, and he was never going to draw two. I mean,
Three-handed
yeah,
it
Pat
just
Jack,
never
Pat
what
nine.
really.
Yeah,
Big
that-
cooler.
Yeah.
This is just a big
Well,
cooler
I'm
for
not a
Aaron.
big fan of that shove. I'll be honest
I-
with you.
Okay, so what do you think the move is?
You know, I'm sitting here thinking, would it have made any difference? Because he probably out of position would have gone Pat anyway. We know Scoop would have gone Pat.
Yeah.
So,
Well, then Pat, we know the jack is toast, and we don't have to put any more money in on
right,
the
well,
river.
and that's what I'm thinking. Then he
So
checks.
are we
and then
limping?
Scoop, no, I think.
So we're raising.
No, I
raising
think we limp.
Okay, so we limp, and then what do we do when Scoop raises?
Well, you give it up.
Okay, so you're going to limp fold the
Yeah,
jack.
I
Okay.
mean, you know, if he doesn't take any cards, which he wouldn't have, then I'm pretty much thinking I'm going to have to fold.
I actually love the all-in just for the maximum ICM pressure on the middle stack in this three-player scenario.
Oh, I get why you did it.
I love that.
He sold it well.
I think your next best choice is probably raise fold. Limp call is also potentially viable, and then when it goes pat, or when it goes something like one pat even,
Yeah.
if you decide to break the jack 10, you know exactly where you are. You know that you're just
I'm just
toast.
thinking in terms of being the chip leader, you don't want to put chips into the other player's hands unnecessarily.
Yeah. Yeah, but you also want to just pick up the 50K from the blinds is the thing. Aaron with another pat jack,
The same
and RK
hand.
with a pat 9.
I know.
This is the nightmare for Aaron.
It is.
Watch RK just rip it in, and
This time Aaron's got the position, so it's a little bit different.
Poker Monkey cheering for Aaron, and RK going to put in a re-raise for most of his chips. Perhaps wants to convey some idea that there's some world where the rest don't go in, but I think Aaron's an experienced enough player to see through that. And what a nightmare. You go from back-to-back 8s and winning to back-to-back jacks and
Jack
losing
10.
to back-to-back 9s.
Yeah.
All the pad hands. This dealer came to deal.
Yeah, Julia's killing. She's an assassin.
We may have commentator cursed Aaron. I don't know. Aaron really thinking this over. Poker Monkey cheering for Aaron. Aaron letting it go. Aaron not going to run into it
pretty
twice.
disgusted little button toss there.
So sick, the way this game can be sometimes. He is riding the roller coaster, and now Aaron's the middle stack. But he is still a very healthy middle stack. He's not in a spot where he has to completely panic yet. And he can still retake the chip lead by doubling Scoop, or even just stacking RK puts them even in the heads up.
Yeah.
Sporting.
Sporting?
Supporting him.
Hand 63, Julia in the box. Killing. Destroying lives, building stacks, and then tearing them down.
Scoop with a rough jack draw. Let's it go. RK with a 9 draw. Aaron with a full house. 5's full of 8s. These are blockers, though. These are actually interesting cards. They also happen to be cards that would be good for RK. Aaron is probably going to be playing this as a snow. Makes it 60K. There's no planet where you're going to draw 3. I think this is going to be a snow.
Pretty classic
RK
snow
calls.
situation, too.
So
60?
if RK should call, which he does,
Wow.
this goes one pat. And then what does Aaron do? So it's about pot behind for RK. Do we think Aaron just shoves river?
Yeah, he's going Pat.
Yeah, he's going to pat. So one pat. The blizzard warning is in effect for TCH Social
and
Austin.
a king for RK.
So
Oh, no. No, the king was what he got rid of. He got the deuce.
yeah, he's made his 9. So Aaron going to be on fumes if this goes check, shove, snap.
No,
Or is RK going to let him off the hook?
Yeah, he's going to let him off the hook here.
Going to lead into the pat hands.
70.
That's running good for Aaron.
Yeah,
RK
that
going to
is.
bet 70, and Aaron has a full house and a fold. I think a shove has essentially 0 fold equity.
Yeah, he's saying the Pledge of Allegiance in his head right now. And
I don't think RK is making any kind of a Hail Mary bluff ever. No, Aaron's moving all in. He gets snapped.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
no.
Thought you were my dealer, Julia. Now that you're giving him everything. All
Aaron
right, nice
didn't
hand.
believe him.
It's fair.
Aaron didn't believe him.
Oh.
And RK going to double up through Aaron. Aaron down to 80,000 chips.
That was a good play.
And about to take the small blinds. RK pulls almost even with Scoop.
Oh,
All
boy.
right, good game.
I
guys.
think I cursed him by telling him he was
Only a
putting
few
money
players
on him.
are capable of that, though.
I wonder how often RK is going for a Hail Mary bluff with that bet
You just
size.
don't even
Yeah,
have any
Or
or
any
five.
kind of lead at all
He
for that
hasn't
matter.
done that tonight. I mean, he's made a bluff or two, but it's always been very much in position in the right circumstances, not with a pad hand.
And if RK knew what Aaron had, he would always be checking because, then
Yeah,
Aaron's going to shove and you can snap him and we're good.
yeah.
RK got lucky that Aaron didn't believe him. And now we see Aaron down to 80K. But you know what? That's like 2 doubles, right? And we're back in the game.
Yeah, think positively. He was below that number before, and he came all the way into the lead, dominating lead. But right now, he is cursing himself in his head, and maybe Julia.
Julie's not the one who bluffed.
No, but he did say to her, "You were killing for me. Now you're giving him everything."
RK 654 on the button. Gonna let it go. Gonna let it play out. Aaron gonna shove fairly often, and he's got a pat jack. This is a fine shove. Scoop has 5 Broadway cards, so this could even actually just get through because 5 Broadway cards is really bad. Are you going to call and draw 5?
40,000.
No.
Yeah, but you get 6, right?
Nope. Not in this game, you don't. So Aaron shove actually does get through because, like I said,
All right, I'm not dead yet.
5 Broadway. Yeah,
Never
he's not
dead.
dead yet. That's
No,
the
he's-
spirit.
It's a little sip of the vino, a little bit of an attitude adjustment.
Got a chip in a chair. You're still in there.
Yeah, he's been here before.
Check. 10,
We all have at least one story of a dramatic spin up that turned into something really good. I once spun a single big blind at the end of late reg into a cash in a big field tournament.
I so much prefer those stories. Everybody that's listening, don't tell us your bad
And
beat stories.
I had the one big blinds. I was under the gun, so I had to move all in. This was back in the Annie first days, when that was a thing. I had 10 deuce, and I ended up 4 flushing 10s to stay alive.
Nice. Yeah, don't tell us those stories about the bad beat and how stupid the other player was, or
RK going to get a walk.
tell us how you came back from being just crushed.
And now AA Ron going to have to put that 40K back in the pot in the form of the 25K big blinds Annie and the 15,000 big blinds. RK putting the 10K small in there. 10, 15, 25. As we get towards the closing stages of this no limit deuce to 7 single draw tournament.
Is this thing also RF?
First Sunday of the month.
This reads where the button is? I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's an RFID chip in that button. That's right. To answer what Scoop is asking.
Oh, Scoop was asking about
there's an RFID chip in
Yeah.
that button. That's a fancy button.
Yes, it is. It's a high-end button there.
And Scoop with a fairly high-end hand in a 3-player situation. He's got a pack 10.
It's really for a friend who's a kleptomaniac and steals my fucking timber. Try to keep her out of trouble by doing it myself. I should let the old white lady do it. She won't get in as much trouble.
These aren't cheap. Don't steal our stuff.
Yeah, we'll come to your house for that button.
Scoop goes 60K. It's a size, or 50K rather. It's a size that's going to commit Aaron if he has anything, which he does not here. He has a Broadway draw. No, he has 2 good cards. He has the 6-5.
I'm going to make a. I don't want to curse him by saying this, but I'm going to give you a little shout out here to Rahul RK. was the low stack for the first hour and a half, 2 hours that we played on
Yeah,
this table, and
he survived quite nicely.
he is laddered up and is now in legitimate contention just to take this sucker down as the short stack from the beginning. And registered late, took me out, took you out.
Yep.
We're not rooting for him, I'm saying, but it's very admirable.
He's been right place, right time a lot of times, and that's how you make a deep run in these tournaments. And he has 3 to an 8, a very openable hand. If anything slows him down, it's just the possibility that Aaron's going to shove like fairly often, and
yeah,
it's never comfortable to call off and draw 2.
Yeah,
but he will raise it up because Aaron could also just have garbage that has to fold even when you don't have many chips. Aaron has 3 to a 7.
Very similar hands.
Lets it go. There's also that small chance that the two of them somehow get into it and Aaron gets a free ladder.
Yep.
Which is a really good result with that chip stack. Because ultimately, we're trying to win the money. Like that's how we're sort of measured as poker players.
Yeah,
and
especially when you're short stack.
And if you're a full-time player, like that's how you put food on the table, by getting those extra dollars. That's how you build that bankroll.
There we go. That's the game. That's the game.
It's like the Ravens beat the Bills.
Dude, one more big
It's
reception
going to be a great
from Zay
time
Flowers
to get a
my
hand.
fantasy win, and we got it.
I'd be surprised
Start of
if
the
the
day,
game's
like
actually over yet. He
70
might be
to
talking
30%.
fantasy.
End of the
That
day,
might be
30
sealed.
to 70%.
And speaking
Because
of
it's still a
sealed,
couple
like my
players.
fantasy fate is
Terrible.
just about sealed.
Oh, he's talking about his fantasy league.
Yeah.
You fantasy players.
Yeah, my opponent is now a
That was
bit more
enough
than
to
a point
just
ahead of
take
me.
you
I
over
have
the
the
top.
Baltimore kicker.
Nice.
He does have Josh Allen, though. And if Josh Allen does
You're in a
something
bunch of
useful
leagues or
in the
just
next
like one?
9.5
2.
minutes, I'm going to
Yeah.
lose, which is fine. Like, if my opponent had started better players on his roster,
Yeah.
he would have destroyed me this week. So it's a miracle
You
I
picked
was
the
even in
wrong
contention.
lineup, There goes Aaron.
Yeah, so he's got the open ender, but it is 4 to an 8. And there is the chance that this gets through. If he pays another round of blinds, he's never getting through again.
Yeah.
So he's going to get through. He's going to stay afloat for a little bit longer.
We moved it already. We moved it. Sorry.
Probably about
Sorry, I
20,
threw it over there.
probably about 10 more minutes left, rather, in this level, maybe a little less than that. Then it probably becomes probably 10, 20, 30, if I had to guess.
Wow.
I hope for Aaron's sake it's 10, 20, 30.
As opposed to what?
As opposed to something like 15,
Icing on the
30,
cake. Now I could get the
45,
high score for the
or
week.
like 15,
In fact, I think I was
25,
already
40.
there, but that's good shit.
Yeah, I don't think
Guy
they doubled
stole
that
Lamar
blind.
Jackson
Yeah.
from right underneath.
There does
He
come the
knows I
point
take
where they
him
say,
every
"Get
year."
out of here."
Yeah.
Yeah, and you had
Played
to
a few charity
snatch him up in
tournaments
the
that were
third
that
round.
way. Turned into a bingo game at the
Wow,
end.
the one-handed
9-3 deuce
Guy
for
took him in the
RK,
first round just to troll me.
The first round?
Yeah,
Wow.
he's
which
a
RK
prick.
is
Not a
actually the
Superflex league
small
even,
blind.
right?
He's not the button.
He's a prick.
Positions are not right. Scoop is reaching for chips with whatever he has.
50.
We don't know what Scoop has. Scoop has a 9 draw. That's what he has. Makes it 50, and Aaron has to let it go. He would have been drawing 2.
Hand number 70. Thanks for joining us. This is going to tee with Will, the Long Island Net, the New York Net.
New York Knit, Long Island Lag, Stony
the
Brook Station.
Ayatollah Storola.
Not that.
You never ever.
I
get a
don't slow
roll.
roll. You have to really make me mad for me to want to slow roll you. You have to be a jerk to people.
And we are TCH Social in Austin, deuce to 7 single draw on a Sunday night here. Our tournament this will be the first Sunday of every month going forward, other than our tournament schedules. I think even then we're going to keep it going.
I'm sure we'll slide a no limit deuce into a tournament series if we get one of those.
Yeah.
My Poker Atlas tour coming here in November, schedule to be announced, but I'm sure we'll have no limit deuce in there.
If you would like to play in our live stream, we've got quite a few Wednesday night Big O just happened last week. That was a great game. PLO 5-5, no limit hold'em on the 17th, and the VPIP Survivor,
Do they ever crack
where we
you
kick
open
somebody
the
off the
door?
island every hour for being too much of a nit.
So they kick me out of the booth if I'm calling that show?
I always see
No,
being
yeah,
too much
I
of a
don't
nit?
think we could ever kick you out of the booth,
They
Will.
just said some
I
shit.
appreciate
We
that.
need nits in the booth, but just not on VPIP Survivor Series.
And so if they want to get on the show, how do they do that?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I cut myself off. Yeah, get in touch. Call up here to TCH Social. Ask for Uncle T or Kristen, and we will get you on the list. Generally put up the list for general consumption the Thursday after the previous live stream.
We've got Scoop going to maybe defend with this 8 draw. They're both going to be drawing 2 here. If you're coming from out of town, you can call further ahead. We can try and accommodate you there.
Yeah,
We've had
we
players from
will.
out of town.
Yeah, we do.
And then some of them become Texans because they just fall in love.
Yeah, it's Austin.
2-2 for Scoop and RK as predicted. 105 in the middle. And RK with 2 pairs, Scoop with a king. See if RK wants to bluff at this. I think he's going to feel more compelled to bluff than Scoop, who I think is checked already.
On the button.
RK has 0 showdown value with 2 pair, and he does have a lot of blockers. It is entirely possible Scoop has a whole lot of nothing. But Scoop is going to make the call because it draw 2. Like, you can call with the king against somebody who drew 2, and you drew 2. So the 45 gets snapped. Scoop pulls ahead.
Scoop's made good decisions all night.
Yeah.
And he doesn't take long to make them either.
Yeah, that is a hand that can very reasonably check call. And that's exactly how he played it. He played it well. And Aaron on the button, the situation getting more desperate for him. 90K left, 25, 15, 10. Once again, this is basically the last hand where he's going to have fold equity if he moves all in.
Yeah.
So hopefully he gets at least 3 good cards. Hate for him to have to go all in and draw 4, and we saw how that went. Aaron can draw 1 to a jack. He can draw 2 to a 10. He can pray his opponents don't have anything.
Yeah.
He's going to move all in and presumably do that last thing.
Ooh.
Scoop is 3 to a 7, but no deuce, so there is the straight possibility. And he does have RK behind him. It would be awful for him to wake up with it and repop. I think this is where we let RK try and do the work. RK with 3 to a 9. Call off a 30 or second, draw 2. Not the ideal thing. But you're not going to get that magic spot a whole lot. I think he can afford to wait. He does make the folds.
Thank you.
This goes to him, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
I think we got a dealer
Shelly
change
coming
on
into
deck.
the box.
Thank you.
Last hand, 10, 15.
Folks, I want to tell you about one very interesting tournament that we've got coming up. There is a Deaf Poker Tour, Deaf,
Back in the box
D-E-A-F,
for your favorite game.
for hearing impaired people. And their poker tour is coming into town towards the middle, about the
Well, you
17th,
can
I
just
believe,
spin
is the
me up
first
from the
night
dead, and
for
that'll be fun enough.
their tournament. They
had
have
a
several
draw too.
events
I
that
don't
are
know
going to
if
be
it's
going on, and we're actually going to be live streaming
I also had a draw.
the Deaf Poker
What was
Tour
your- my
final
draw two was a
table
9-7.
tournament table on 9/20.
Draw 2
That's
to a
next
7.
Saturday, 1
That
week
is
from
ne- that is next Saturday.
Yeah, 13 days from now. Yeah.
Dude,
Draw one.
this
Draw one.
month, I don't even talk about how time flies.
About as good as it gets
Join us.
over
That
here.
should be very interesting. Somebody said, do we need an interpreter? Well, no, these are tournament tables. People don't communicate much anyway. But we'll be here to call it for you. Kind of a unique event, and we're very supportive of that group. I have a couple of friends that play here and play tournaments with all the time, and love them. They're so much fun. One of them in particular loves to give me a hard time. Thinks I'm bluffing him all the time.
Yeah, I bet I know who you're talking about too. And
Yeah.
yeah, I think that
Oh, I
they'll
won't
have
say
a
his
great
name,
time.
but long
Yeah,
beard.
yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
In fact, I think back in the old Sunday days, he made a few appearances on this
He
program on the
did.
final
He
tables.
did.
So yeah,
good poker player, very good poker player,
yeah,
great
should
guy.
be great at that.
And there's a couple of them. There's
So
others.
you're saying there's
But
a
we're very
chance.
supportive of that, and we'd love to have you listen in.
And let's see, RK picking up a pair of fours, Aaron a pair of sevens. First player to bet wins. Does Aaron want to bluff into RK again? That's what got him into this mess.
Yep.
The answer is yes. He's going to get back on the horse. He's going to move all in. Can RK find the courage to call with a pair of fours to score the knockout?
Nope.
He cannot.
He didn't find the courage, but he probably felt the wisdom, found the wisdom. So Aaron's still just clinging along here on hand 72.
Blinds are up. Yep.
Out they are.
Ooh,
I see 10 in front of Aaron. I guess it's 10, 20, 30.
What up?
It is 10, 20, 30.
Yeah, this is Uncle T here with Will, the New York Net Lottie. Glad to see you, Time. I don't know, would I call you Time? T2HU.
RK with a junky hands on the button. Blinds on blinds. If Aaron has a decent hands, he'll be shoving. He has 3 to a 7, and Scoop has 4 to Broadway. So this should work.
It will
and
work.
Aaron will be able to draw closer to RK.
Every time you do it, I've got this.
Yeah.
No complaining about Coop.
Why can't he have a 9 when he does that?
Every time you do this, I've got like a
wave that white flag.
straight
but
flush
now we're
draw.
back in
What the
this
hell?
bitch. Let's go.
Aaron is very much back in it. Back to the 10 big blind mark.
I had to draw 2.
Yeah, he just alligator blood.
I had to draw 3 with.
Only about 60 big blinds in play at this point in the entire tournament.
Hanging around and hanging around.
So every pot starts with 5% of the tournament in the middle at this point. 3 big blinds in the middle.
You know, there's nothing more alarming than your brain when my brain just does not work that way. That just popped into your head, or did you actually spend a second or two calculating?
It came pretty quick.
Came pretty quick.
Aaron not going to be able to follow that up. Scoop with a 10 draw, blind versus blind.
Time is fine. Just call me Time. Father Time.
RK with a convertible jack. Massive situation. He's going to move all in. Convertible jack, just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah.
Wow, what a move. Are you serious?
Aaron is not talking about RK. He's talking about the football game. Just in case you wondered.
Yeah. If Scoop calls, he's going to draw 1. There's every chance that he's drawing dead, which we know he's not, but that's a possibility that you can't discount. He's going to fold. You also don't want to give yourself the chance to bust in third as the chip leader.
Yeah.
If you can reasonably avoid it. RK going to pick up some chips here.
All right, Ralph, who's all?
Well, you can see what our blinds are at. You know, 10,000 small blind, 20,000 large big blind, and 30,000 ante. So this is a big chunk every time around.
9 draw for Scoop this time. And so for those unfamiliar with No Limit Deuce, the big blind ante is small plus big blinds. So you build a pot since we've only got 2 streets. That's how it's done in No Limit draw games. And Scoop is going to raise this 9 draw.
Good splaining.
RK with a he's out of position, so not quite a convertible jack, but a 9 draw. I doubt he's patting the jack. He's going to call.
Mm-hmm.
And Aaron with a bad 10 draw, the 10 draw with a flush draw.
Yeah.
Flushes count against you in this game. So a quarter of your outs are just out the window immediately. Aces play high in this game. We don't want aces.
He is calling. He's going to
Says
push 2
call.
out there.
This probably goes 1-1-1. I don't think RK is padding. Yeah, there's one. One from Aaron. And one from Scoop. RK with the best draw, the smooth 9 draw. Scoop with a 97 draw. Would like an even numbered card. Aaron has a 10 draw, also has a heart draw. And Aaron makes the flush.
Oh, no.
RK has paired.
Yeah, and so is
Scoop
Scoop.
Scoop's
Scoop's got the lower pair.
If that's the right card, I think that's the right card. I don't remember what his this card was. It is on RK first. Aaron moves all in. Aaron has 0 showdown value. In fact, he has the worst of these 3 hands.
Yeah.
Either of these pairs will beat the flush.
Yeah, this is really great timing by Aaron. I mean,
and he gets it through.
Wow. When he sees that hand later,
he shows it.
He showed it.
Did you have 4 in there? No.
I had a flush.
Heard him say I had it, and then he turns it over.
I threw a 3
Don't
and got a 3.
call it a comeback.
Yeah, drawing,
Got a 3.
drawing 1.
Got a 3.
And
He's
Aaron's
going to be
back
very
at
strong.
300K basically. He's back in the thick of things. Got to be feeling pretty good. It's been such an up and down run.
If he'd drawn 2, it's much more likely he gets heroed by his small pair.
Yeah.
Aaron fairly close to RK, and Aaron up to about 15 big blinds again.
No, if I padded, he would have got my card.
Oh. Threw the 3 of hearts.
RK likely folding this ace king king.
Good bet.
Thank you.
Sicko.
Aaron not afraid to get after it. Aaron with a draw 3. Has some chips, can do some damage, so he is going to attack Scoop. Who has a jack? He has a convertible jack. This is not going to work for Aaron.
Yeah, this is what we've seen from Scoop time after time here is that once he gets decisive about these hands, he's tough.
There's the call. Now, what does Aaron do? Is he going to snow this, or is he going to draw 3? He is going to snow this. That's what I'd expect. Drawing 3 is extremely weak. And now, Scoop.
You got a hard decision.
Yeah. In position. We can break the track, draw to the 9, feel good about our draw. If we think Aaron's messing around, maybe you somehow path this. He is going to draw 1. That's the more conventional thing. He is going to upgrade to a 10.
Aaron is not hesitating.
If you're going to snow it, you got to follow through.
Yeah.
75. Jack would have been a bluff catcher. This is an improvement.
Yeah.
He is going to call.
This is the tough thing about Scoop. If he decides,
And we don't make the 10s to fold it.
No.
I think he's calling any bet.
Even if he got another jack, I don't think he folds it.
So now Aaron down below 200. Yeah.
Yeah. Scoop has been very, very tenacious. He was at the table when we were playing together. He's a very, very consistent player.
So Scoop with about half the chips in play at this point.
Yep, pretty much where Aaron was. Aaron got up to 630.
You're a sick man, Aaron. I like it.
And
Not just
RK stuck in the middle. So we'll see how shackled he feels ICM-wise. And
Well, you can keep making hands.
one other thing I'll note, in case this should happen to become a 3-way all-in
I'll
somehow,
start getting pat 8s again.
the better placement would go to whoever had more chips
Back-to-back
to start the
patties.
hands if you have a double elimination on the same table. in any tournament in the money, like whether you're final table or not. Two players on the same table, the same hands.
Yeah.
It goes by who has more chips, just in case it comes to that. Stack's getting so short, that is a possibility that we can't rule out.
Stuck there.
10, 20, 30 is where we are now. Chip leader with only 30 bigs. And that's half the chips in the tournament.
Yeah.
That's the point we've gotten to. Started at noon. And we're sitting here. It's half an hour into the future. So like 10:20 for us, 9:50 for them. So about 10 hours worth of play. Aaron with a 10 draw on the button. He's not on the button. That's a small blinds. It is. Yeah, they're getting this right.
Yeah.
I believe we have an all-in and a call. I believe RK's gone all-in, and Aaron's made the call. RK is going to stand pat with a 10-9-7. Aaron going to draw one to the 10-9-5. He is live.
7.
Needs a 3, a deuce, a 6, a 7, an 8.
He needs an unpaired card under a 9.
Yeah.
Do it. He did when
he gets an ace.
Nice.
And Aaron going to be out in third place. Good game, AA Ron. Sure, we'll see him back again.
Yeah.
AA Ron taking home 1670 for his trebles. We are heads up. We're playing for $1,250 here, $2,500 for second, $3,750 for first.
He was just small blind, so I'll be small blind on the button.
Yes, sir.
So what am I?
Yeah, we are heads up, and that's right.
I was small blind, so not button.
So yeah, RK is going to be button. Also, note that you can never be big blind twice in a row. So yeah, so this is a button and a. This should be. It should be dead small.
I start saying, isn't it a dead small?
I think this is dead small for RK.
It can go either way, man. I don't know.
And then
those are just really tough.
You know, hear a little bit of chatter from AA Ron. I think he still has his mic on.
It's fine.
Should be big blinds for Scoop, and then RK.
Absolutely.
He's got small blinds out there.
Yeah, I won't be on the other side, so you can't see me.
He's got a 10 draw with a gutter,
No,
but an extra 7. So
It's good. This is fine.
little information.
40.
Of course I don't.
Goes for the min raise. Our first hands of heads up. Scoop with an 8-7.
Heck yeah. We'll see you next time.
RK taking this one. Gets closer to even here. In fact, they are even per the graphics. Anyone's game.
I have 555, including that.
I have.
Yep, so we're coming up on hand number 80.
I'm assuming you're not.
And as you see, they are dead
There's no
solid
trophy, right?
even.
I'd like to know that.
Either one of them can be
trophy is
eliminated
just
in
like
one
a
hand.
coin or something. Then I'm down. If there was a trophy, I'd play for it.
We have talk going. So there's no trophy, but there's a coin if you win the tournament. If they were playing for a trophy, they'd play it out. There was some talk of chopping. They might just play it out anyway. It is only $12.50, which that's a good night in our cash game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a life-changing amount of money. It's not like higher stakes than they're used to playing for.
555. We have exactly.
Yeah, we have exactly.
Oh yeah, 1.11.
Yeah, so 555 on both, and that adds up to what's in play. So
Way to fucking ladder. Like, legitimately.
I'm short stacked to second.
Yeah, just a little bit of acknowledgement from Scoop there about what a night for RK
he's
to
tied
be
for
the
chip
short
lead.
stack at the very, very beginning. For the majority of the time, just real consistently built that stack up to where he's at right now.
Scoop opens his 9-8 deuce, and RK makes the call. Both drawing 2 to a 9, most likely. Yeah, there's no reason RK can't win this tournament at this point. He's back level. He has as much chance as Scoop does.
Yep.
2 and 2.
Ooh.
RK pairs, Scoop pairs worse.
Wow, that was very, very similarly run out there. Yeah, the best hand, 9-7, or yeah.
Pair of sevens, yeah.
Yeah, 9 or
Hitting a pair of
7-5
eights.
4 turns into best hand from the beginning.
RK going to bluff at it with a pair of sevens, not a bad move. This is actually value bluff.
You don't know it, but it is.
Yep.
First one was so good.
First one's so good. And then the second one was just like it.
Had a few of those today.
What's it going? RK's in the chip lead.
What would Bill Murray say? It's just Cinderella story.
RK going to go not quite worst to first. There was a shorter stack to start the final table.
Was it really?
I believe Cerebro had fewer than him.
I thought,
if I recall correctly.
Maybe. He went out so fast.
Yeah, like just about worst to first, if not worst to first. That's a great final table.
Oh, yeah.
And that is very much a possibility here.
I was that
As we
guy.
get our-
I didn't go to the bathroom, but I definitely was wearing that around for a while.
Oh, good. Aaron brought the microphone
He takes
back.
the
I
mic
thought I
off.
was going to have to text him.
He didn't say anything to get himself canceled.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
He never will.
First rule of politics and broadcasting, every mic is live.
For those of you that don't know Aaron, he does the live stream, our most senior commentator. He does it for Dallas from here, so he's not going to say anything.
You'll hear him on Tuesday, I'm sure.
Yeah,
for the big
Tuesday.
cash game.
Yeah.
And we don't have cards, but it does look like we have some action here. We're going to get it caught up. 40 and a call, and here we are with an ace for RK, but a flush for Scoop. Now here's the draw. Here's the draw now. So Scoop obviously going to break the flush. RK going to draw 1 to the 10. See if we get some cards here.
Ace.
King.
I almost bet. You might call. King 10.
I was going to call.
Well, Scoop said he had an ace.
Depends how much
Yeah,
you
RK makes the king. Looks like they went check, check. So RK going to be picking up another small one.
I
mean, I don't know.
Look like I'm trying to.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Just going to pull away a little bit.
Go with.
Can't believe he fucking went all in.
To be honest, a lot of times you're just good with no. Like if I don't pair, you're you're just good. Yeah.
So now RK up about 2 to 1.
Yeah.
That all in with a flush was pretty sick.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Jason Whittenhand, hand 82.
Paired my fucking.
Will this be the one? Let's find out. Scoop with a convertible jack. Well, kind of convertible. It's an open ender.
Yeah.
But Scoop does have a mate jack. This is a playable hand for him.
50.
$50K and RK with a 9.
Yikes.
RK with a pat 9.
You think this small bet size will induce him to shove?
This is the re-raise that makes sense. A shove is what makes sense. Now this was not an all-in. This was a 150.
Yeah,
he
it
goes
was.
150, so he leaves himself about pot behind. So RK makes it 150. Scoop calls.
Now this is
and
the
this
question.
should go pat 1. Once RK pats, as bad as that open ender is, Scoop's going to have to draw 1 because Jack 8 is basically never good
dead.
against the pat hands.
Yeah. Hey, what he doesn't know is that he can't win this hand, really. I mean,
He needs
he's
a
got
3
8-7.
reduce. He needs a 3 reduce.
Oh, he's got 8-7 and RK. Oh, yeah, 9-8. Sorry.
I was hoping you were fully.
We have an all-in and a call, I think.
Yeah.
What's happened?
Good game.
Okay, so Scoop, I don't know what he made.
No,
but
let's see what he made.
We had an all-in and a call, and so RK has won this tournament.
Can I see it?
You just
Is
want
that
to see
the
what the
top
top. Yeah.
card?
Congratulations. It was.
No,
worth
he
the
patted. That's what happens. It was pat
You can
pat.
see what both are. You can see what both cards are.
Oh,
They're rabbit hunting. It's pat pat.
Okay.
So
Hell yeah.
yeah.
what a
So
fucking
he thought that the
comeback.
jack
I
was
should've
actually
just
good, and
I
so
mean,
RK
good
going to
jack.
take this down.
It's a good heads up usually.
RK
What a
going to take
comeback.
home
There's better spots.
$37.50. Remind you guys of the payouts this one more time. $37.50 for RK, $2,500 for Scoop, $16.70 for
lose?
AA Ron, $11.85 and $8.95 for our 4th and 5th place finishers. Great game, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching this. Thanks to our dealers making this happen. Thanks to our floor staff, tournament director Josh, production staff, Kristen and Cooper.
And join us Wednesday night for our 5/10/25 PLO live stream. This is Uncle T, and you are?
I'm William Waddy, the New York Knit. Join us sooner. Join us Tuesday for the show from Dallas, Wednesday here. And like it, subscribe it, find out every time we're on. Have a great night.